Hello and welcome back to The Rising Dawn, Eye of the Storm. I'm R, your Dungeon Master. Are we ready to go?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Let the adventure begin. We catch up with our party after landing on the island of Cassian after a huge storm forced their ship off course. Having checked in to stay at the expensive and luxurious Dragon Tree house, exhausted and defeated by the weather, the party tried to get some rest only to be rudely awoken by a town crier announcing the commencement of the ceremony of the Slumbering Sentinel. The party went on to learn that the Slumbering Sentinel was the volcano at the heart of the island, inactive for hundreds of years. Legend told that it had once been a titan, put to rest on Cassian by Moran himself, and Cassian carried out a ceremonial ritual that saw a young girl chosen to embody the soul of the titan until her 13th birthday in order to keep it at bay. The Dawnbringers had arrived on the day of choosing for a new idol, and Cassian was alive with excitement. Busying themselves with all the island had to offer, the wild magic winery, the strange stalls at the market, even an exploration of the jungles to research the wondrous flail snail.
Would we call it wondrous?
Yes, absolutely.
And meeting new friends along the way, Zarif Al-Maki, an Iraqian politician and naturalist, Patrick Pulver, a black powder merchant from Farrelstead, a rowdy group called the Uncalled For, and a greasy-haired bard named Chloe, with a Y. It seemed the party were in for a relaxing few days whilst their ship was being repaired. The peace didn't last long,
Of course not.
as disaster struck. On the choosing of a new idol, the volcano rumbled into life and the young girl fell comatose, leaving the island's governor asking the Dawnbringers for aid. He sent them to the Fire Pit Quarry, hoping they might unearth secrets of a supposedly cursed grave that had been uncovered there. But the party quickly discovered the curse was a ruse by smugglers in order to steal the black powder the quarry manufactured.
Scooby-Doo.
Arresting them, the Dawnbringers led them back towards Arcoris, but before they could reach the town, the volcano stirred once more, this time erupting a cloud of living, yellow smoke that moved at speed towards the coast, settling over Alcoris to the sounds of the civilians within, screaming.
Help.
Party, you hurry back towards the town of Puerto Arcoris, in a panic, as you see this huge cloud of greenish-yellow fog descending over the rooftops. Into the streets, you spur your horses on, you ride towards the town as the air gets thick, with a putrid stench, and visibility grows harder. The horses stop at the edge of the rows of houses. They rear in fear, refusing to ride any further, as you see two town guards stumbling out of the streets towards you, one holding the other up as he struggles weakly. They move forward and they're like, "You there?
What's happening? What is it?
It seems to be poisonous. There are creatures all through the town, like nothing like the island's ever seen before."
Okay, we have to help.
Right.
Vanden's going to dismount the horse and be like, "We've captured these three. They were smuggling at the quarry." Well, the guard who's still upright is like, "We can take care of that. Leave your horses with us.
We'll go and help where we can.
Please."
Sure.
Let's go.
You move onwards into the town. Visibility gets harder and harder as you go, like a fog has rolled in, but all of it's stinking. You arrive back before long into the marketplace of Puerto Arcoris to see pandemonium in the streets. Locals are running frantically in all directions, screams and cries filling the air, and you can see plumes of smoke rising up as far down as the harbour. Several market stalls have collapsed. At least 3 people are trapped underneath them, clamouring and pleading for someone to help them out. As you get closer to attempt to help, your attention is caught by mad and chittering laughter. Tiny humanoid forms with green skin covered in warts and pustules, barbed tails and clawed fingers leap and frolic over the upturned stalls towards a man desperately clawing his way through the dirt. A shifting and writhing mass of yellow-green fog, moving as though it were alive, rockets all over the square and disappears over the rooftops. The tiny monstrosities turn to stare at you with huge, black, insectoid eyes and grin with mouths full of sharp teeth. I would like you to roll initiative.
Oh god.
Okay. Cool.
I hate them.
Astra.
A natural 1.
Natural 1.
To 3.
Okay, Cassian.
4.
Starting strong.
Sariel.
11. Thank God.
That's a 10 for Vanden.
Oh. No.
Panic.
Okay, and only an 8 for the monsters.
Okay.
We're just having a low initiative all around.
Yeah, I guess.
Everyone's a little bit chill today.
Sariel, you see 3 of these things turn towards the group, sort of hopping madly, impishly. You're up first.
How far away are they?
Like 20 feet?
Can only do this on one of them. And then did you say there's people trapped as well?
There are 3 people trapped under separate market stalls, all of them within 30 feet, within running range.
Okay.
And 1 injured man with another one of these creatures like on him, sort of lying in the middle of the road.
Okay, so gonna throw a frostbite at the one that's attacking the man in the middle of the road.
Okay.
Can it make a con save?
Con save. That is an 8.
Cool. Takes... Oh man, 3 cold damage. Awful.
It seems to do a significant chunk of damage.
Okay.
Oh.
And she'll run over to the man.
Okay, you run over to the man, you're now within 5 feet of this
Okay, cool.
tiny demonic looking thing. You can see that he's like, and he's got like sort of slashes across his chest and tiny claws.
Pick on someone your own size!
Does that suggest that Sariel's tiny?
Well,
It's true, she is.
Little.
Okay. Are you doing anything else?
no, I can't.
Okay. Taking a page out of Sariel's book, Vanden's going to target one of the others and throw a firebolt.
Get him, boy.
One of the other ones just erupts into flame and just disintegrates instantaneously.
Nice.
You can see that its skin looks fire resistant, but the size of this firebolt just engulfs it.
Yes.
Okay. He is going to move forwards to one of the stalls and just start trying to lift the wood off. He can't do that on this action. The creatures. One on Sariel.
I realise has disadvantage on its next weapon attack from frostbite.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
Fun.
Yeah.
It turns towards you, disadvantage from frostbite, raises its tiny claws and just lunges towards you. That's a 12 and a 9.
Okay.
Okay.
No. She'll bat it away with her staff.
It goes sort of like tumbling a few feet back. It's still within range of you, but it's like. The next one is going to dart over towards Astra and Cassian where they haven't moved yet. It's going to get up in Astra's face and just. And you see like 3 forked tongues inside of its mouth.
Ugh.
These jagged glass-like teeth. Can you make me a wisdom save?
Oh, and
Certainly
no.
try. +1 to wisdom, don't do it dirty. 12.
12, you make it. You feel it like the fear of what you're looking at, not comprehending this creature, starts to take over you, but you just shake it off. And the other one's down. Cassian.
So there's 2 left.
Yes,
Nice.
one's right in front of Astra, next to you, and one on another market stall.
That will send an Eldritch Blast at each of them then.
Nice.
Get him.
One is a 14, one is over 20.
Nice,
Nice.
both hit.
So one of them takes 12 points of damage, the other one takes 9 points of damage.
Nice.
Nice, they both go down.
Yes.
There's just this half-injured one writhing in front of Sariel now.
And he will use his movement to get over to another pile of rubble and start trying to, well, on his next action would start
Yeah.
trying to help.
Astra,
I got a natural 1, so I'm just...
you can take an action or a bonus action.
Oh, okay. I will go up to another pile of rubble where a person is and start trying to help them out.
Okay, make a strength check.
Oh, goody. Oh, 18.
Nice.
18. fueled by just the panic of seeing so many people injured and watching these things like erupt and disappear in front of you, you just haul the market stall off them and help them up to their feet.
Get him, Astra!
Astra cast yeet.
You can see they're slightly injured but not really in any particular state. The guy's just like, thank you.
Get yourself to safety, go on.
He will run off across the square. Sariel.
I will primal savagery this little guy.
Okay, go for it.
Please. 10!
Doesn't hit.
No!
You like grow your claws out and swipe towards it, but it's so small that it just like ducks and weaves, almost knocked away by the force of the wind moving as you bring your hand down. Are you doing anything else?
I guess I'll just put myself between it and the guy so it
Okay.
can't attack the guy.
Vanden will. If it doesn't, if it works, try again. Firebolt. Wow, goes wide. So
Oh.
it doesn't want to hit you where you're standing next to the creature and just sends it out and sort of flies over the creature's head. Okay, the creature will take another swipe at Sariel. 7.
We're just like not hitting either. Like,
A stalemate, it seems.
yes. Just
Cassian.
both of us whiffing.
Cassian would like to cast yeet.
You're gonna lift?
Yes.
Make a strength check.
That's also a +0 for me. Hooray. It's a natural 1.
Oh.
He is distracted by Sariel and this monster whiffing at each other.
Yeah.
You find yourself lifting like a blacksmith's table that's collapsed. It's covered in heavy iron objects.
Oh.
Go to flip it up and it's like, oh, heavy.
Oh, my back!
I could use a hand over here.
Astra.
I'll go and give him a hand.
Okay.
So having helped this first person, I will turn my attention to Cassian whiffing and just go on over and start trying to help.
Sure. Make a strength check.
No, it's a 6. It's a really heavy table.
Apparently so.
+0 to strength.
+0 to strength.
That's the top of the round, Sariel.
Primal savagery again! 11?
Doesn't hit.
Why? Oh, it's so bad!
Vanden's just gonna run up and flank with you. He's just like, come on, we can take this thing down. It's tiny.
Yeah, exactly, it's hard to hit!
No, we can't. 11.
Hubris. Hubris.
Hubris!
That's his first swipe.
That was on advantage as well.
Yeah, they were both 5s.
Hmm.
Okay, there we go. Better. 23.
Wait.
Okay.
Oh.
Nice to just like stop being cocky.
Yeah. Yes. Runs up, shouts, we can take it down, it's tiny. First one just blatantly misses, but he slaps it with the flat part of the blade on the way back and sends it flying across the square to hit a wall.
Like a tennis ball. Okay.
We'll help you. Runs over to start lifting the stool again. I guess.
A combined strength check?
Yeah.
12.
13.
It's a natural 1.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Sariel, a little help here?
I'm dealing with the man who's been bit!
What are you doing for him?
Like, how bad is it? Can he get up and
He can
move
get
away
up.
somewhere?
He's bleeding quite heavily, but it doesn't look like it's going to bleed out.
Okay, so keep pressure on it.
He stumbles up, and the person who Astra has already helped out from under a stool sort of comes over, puts an arm around him, and is like, come on, let's get to safety.
I'll come and help you with my -1 strength.
Jesus. I would just say, the 4 of you together, it's really hard. It takes a few minutes. This stool has like collapsed down, probably had stone pillars, but you managed to like pull the rubble off. The person underneath it is unconscious.
Oh my god.
I'm going to cast just a healing, a cure wounds level 1 on him.
Okay.
And just pat him on the back and just, come on, up you get. You need to get somewhere safe. And he'll get 6 hit points back.
Okay, that's past his maximum because he's only a regular person, so rises up again and is like, thank you so much.
It's okay, just get somewhere safe.
And sort of stumbles limping over towards one of the buildings.
Are there any other trapped people?
There is one more.
We'll go over and help
Yep.
them.
Yeah, you lift the next one off easily, help the next person up, and away. You hear More screams, drawing you further towards the town centre.
Not done yet. Come on.
What is shit?
The four of you find yourselves racing towards a column of black smoke. You arrive into the area outside of the governor's building, where you took the first smuggler that you captured, to see a residence on fire, flames spewing from the upstairs window. A number of small demonic entities leer at you from the roof. Glowing blue eyes, burnished red skin, curled horns and jagged teeth, not much larger than the others. One lets out a cacophonous screech while another spouts a burst of fire from its mouth. Inside you hear screams.
Oh god.
I would like you to roll initiative again. Okay, Astra.
20, not natural.
Nice.
20. Cassian.
17.
Sariel.
18.
You run up to the outside of this burning building. You see these things, 5 of them, on the roof. One of them takes off and starts sort of flapping around, little bursts of fire like a tiny dragon out of his mouth. And you hear the screams from inside the burning building.
Mm-hmm.
Astra.
It's going to go straight into the burning building, just through the nearest doorway and just start trying to find people.
Yeah.
He's just like, I'm resistant.
Make a strength check to get through the door.
Okay. 6. Please let me.
6. Okay, I would say it takes you the rest of the round to batter it open. It's locked, but it's fragile. And you just spend the round like battering through the door.
Mm-hmm.
Sariel.
I'm gonna follow him in.
Okay. The creatures. They circle over our heads, and 2 of them swoop down towards Sariel as she's sort of pushing in the door behind Astra. Oh, natural 20, it lets out a burst of flame towards you from its mouth. You're going to take 24 fire damage.
Sariel's unconscious.
Whoosh.
Yep.
As this thing just lets a eruption of flame out of its mouth towards Sariel and knocks her to the ground.
Fuck.
The next one turns towards Cassian and babbles something out in an abyssal language. Can you make a will save?
9.
9. You fall prone, becoming incapacitated with laughter.
Oh Jesus.
You don't understand what it said, but you do understand that whatever it said
It was really funny.
was really
fucking funny.
Oh no. Oh no.
3 overhead, 1 will swoop down, head into the open doorway after Astra. It's going to try and bite you. It's a 17.
That hits.
For 6 points of piercing damage.
Okie dokie.
Another one comes down on Vanden. It's going to try and do the same thing. He manages to knock it away with the butt of his sword. And the last one again. This one does hit. As he knocks the first one away and the second one comes down, just sinks its teeth into his shoulder. He lets out, ah! Cassian,
Can I make another save?
you can make a save. You can make a save at the end of your turn.
21.
21. Okay, the laughter stops and you're staring up at these things like above you, sort of flapping around. Vanden is going to immediately get down and smack a hand onto Sariel and use his healing hands to restore 7 hit points.
Oh, thank you.
And then he's going to action surge and turn around to attack the creatures. On his first one, he is going to bait and switch with Cassian, pull you 5 feet behind him, and swing his sword down at the creature. So you get a +5 bonus to your AC
Nice.
until the start of Vanden's next turn.
Oh,
And it is going to take 6.
beautiful human shield.
It goes down. He swings at the next one. But again, it just ducks and weaves out of the way. And bonus action, why not take 1 more swing? That's not. These dice are being so cruel to me today.
Just all of us with
Yeah.
the cruel rolls.
Astra, you're inside. There's one hot on your tail, You can see smoke billowing through the building.
Okay. On the symbol of Malora around his neck, he's going to touch and cast light on it so it makes a bright light through the darkness, essentially, of the smoke. Is there anyone in here? Where are you?
You hear, please help us from upstairs.
He's got to make for the stairs.
Okay.
And the one that's behind him, can I cast 2? No, I can't cast 2 things, so he's just going to go.
Yeah, you can run up the stairs. It will take an opportunity attack.
Yep.
That is not going to hit. As you move through the house, the heat radiates hotter than a furnace. You see flames dancing across the furniture, an orange glow illuminating the walls and smoke making the visibility difficult, but the light from your necklace sheds like a 5-foot radius around you where you can see clearly.
I want to keep going, and as I'm going, just keep talking so I know where you are. I'm coming.
So make an investigation check with advantage.
Okie dokie. Investigation. That's a 22.
22, okay. You hear through the first doorway someone like coughing in one of the rooms. You can burst into there and you see them like sort of a wreath of flame on the floor around them, burning up a carpet. Them at the other end of the room. It's called that your turn.
Yep.
Sariel.
She is going to bonus action wild shape into a direwolf.
Okay.
And get into the house.
Brilliant.
Trying to sniff out or listen for anyone trapped.
Make a investigation or perception check.
The wolf has advantage with perception checks that rely on hearing or smell.
Great.
Oh my god! 13!
I'd say 13 with Astra moving upstairs and a wolf's keen senses. You can race upstairs to help him.
You know what Astra smells like.
Yeah. About 50 feet of movement. If that gets me any further.
It can get you into the room. You too see this like wall of fire across this rug that's burning up essentially. This person cowering at the other side.
Okay. We'll move as if to help them.
You can, if you want to attempt to cross the flames.
Yep.
I would say make a dex check to get through without burning yourself.
3.
Okay.
I haven't rolled above a 10 today.
You will take 4 points of fire damage
Okay.
as the fur starts to like singe on your wolf form as you leap through the fire, but you're now on the other side. The creatures. So there's one inside, 1 down outside, 3 more out here. One is going to lunge for Vanden. Doesn't hit.
Nice.
Another one will pull out like a spiky chain and swing it for Cassian.
I am still prone,
You are still prone.
so advantage, but I do have 21 AC right now.
Good luck to him.
Yeah, that's a 22.
Oh, wow!
Unbelievable.
Hubris!
So that's going to be wrong dice. It's going to be 6 points of slashing damage, but Vanden sees it coming in for you, and he's going to try and intercept with his blade.
Oh, this is delicious.
So reduce the damage by 12.
So nothing.
Nothing.
The chain wraps around the sword.
The chain wraps around the sword just like inches from your face, and he flings it aside.
Amazing.
In which case, the third one's going to go for him again. Yeah, that's going to hit. The one behind him strikes out, and you hear "Ugh!" as it lashes him in the back of the head. Cassian, it's your turn.
I use half my movement to stand up. With all that help, free action to give Vanden a little kiss on the cheek. And then send 2 Eldritch Blasts after 2 separate ones. If I have to like move out of the way to not be at disadvantage, I will.
There is one next to Vanden you can hit.
Just straight up.
Just straight up. The other one would be at disadvantage if you had to move.
I don't want to risk the opportunity attack, so I'll take my non-disadvantage one first. That's very cocked. Dirty 20.
Nice.
And disadvantage one is only an 11.
Disadvantage one doesn't hit.
Okay, but The one that does hit takes 9 points of force damage.
Nice. You can see it almost drops out of the sky.
I will stand back to back with Angel Boy.
Nice. Okay, Vanden's turn. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So swing his short swords. It's broke. First one.
Oh no.
Second one just does. The one that you almost just took down goes down with another blow from Vanden's sword. And bonus action, why not?
Don't tap it. Whack it.
Doesn't hit.
Oh my god. This is cruel.
This is cruel. Back to the top of the round. Astra.
Okay. I'm going to use thaumaturgy to, like, you can use thaumaturgy to, like, dim flames.
Okay, I'd say you could use
So
those
basically-
to bring them down to like basically a little simmering flame.
So I'll do that as I'm walking through the fire itself towards the person that needs help and just offer my hand out towards them, like, come on, we're here to help you, I promise we'll let you out.
They're staring up at this giant wolf like, oh!
That's Sariel.
She reaches out and takes your hand. And you can pull her up and guide her back through the flames.
Okay,
She's like, please, my daughter's in here somewhere.
I'll find her.
Okay.
Or make another call, like a shout out for her.
Make a perception check.
Perception +2. Who's not going to be me? 9.
9. You call out, but you don't hear anything at once. Sariel.
Is the woman getting up?
Yeah, the woman's up and on her feet, and Astra's able to lead her like back through the flames that are dimmed.
Okay, I'll sniff and listen out for the kid.
Okay, make another perception check at advantage. Come on.
Come on. 23.
23, okay. You can't hear anything, but you can smell the scent of another person who smells somewhat like this one, like through one of the other doors, and race towards it.
Yeah, I'll make my way towards it.
So you use your heavy front paws to like batter the door through, and you see unconscious on the ground, probably having inhaled too much smoke, like a young girl, like 11 or 12.
Okay, I'll get over to her and like either gently pick her up in my mouth or like try and throw her over my back or something.
Yeah, I'd say you could like
Yeah.
make a Lion King maneuver.
Yeah.
Pick her up like a cub and
Yeah.
chuck her over your shoulder.
Yep.
Okay. You can start moving back out towards the stairs.
Yep.
The one at the bottom of the stairs has now flown up towards you. You see it going straight for Astra. Astra, can you make me a wisdom save?
Please.
So it babbles out in abyss.
I hope I can. I can't.
Oh.
4.
4. You collapse prone in laughter as you hear this abyssal, and it sounds like the funniest thing you've ever heard. This woman looks at you like you're absolutely insane.
Poor woman, I'm so sorry. This is so embarrassing. As he's laughing, just in fits, he's like, I'm so sorry, this is so embarrassing.
Okay. The ones outside, of which there are 2 left. One will. The one that you missed before with your Eldritch Blast will just go straight for you with his teeth.
Okay, you chomp.
That's a 21.
Yeah.
For 6 points of damage, but you know what?
Oh.
It's a reaction.
You can do it every round, baby.
So reduce that by 9. Nothing.
This is very good.
The guy just spins his sword around, just puts it in the creature's mouth before it can chomp down on your shoulder. Like, not a chance.
No tricks, I see.
The other one goes for him. And isn't gonna hit.
Nice.
Cassian, it's your turn.
It's Eldritch Blast.
It's Eldritch.
Get it.
It's the only way I can do 2 attacks.
Okay.
So again, one's normal, one's at
10
disadvantage.
feet away, one's at 5 foot, yeah.
Okay, so that's a 21 on the non-disadvantaged one,
Nice.
and a natural 1 on the disadvantaged one.
Okay.
So the 10 foot away one will take 6 points of force damage.
Okay, looks pretty rough.
Nice.
It's what he can do.
These two men out here, it's what we can do.
First one doesn't hit. Second one doesn't hit. Unbelievable. Third one does, so that's just going to be a straight point. Oh. Nice, it goes down. So, swings his swords, these tiny things slipping through his blades, then brings the two of them up for his bonus action and just cuts its head off.
Yes!
Astra back to the top of the round.
I just need to make a save.
You need to make a save.
Okay. 18 was...
18. Okay, you break out of the laughter, like panting on the ground.
It wasn't that funny.
Sariel, it's your turn.
I will edge past Astra, sort of nudging him like, come on, let's go.
I know.
And get the kid out.
Okay, you'll have to move past the creature to do so.
Sure.
So it will take an opportunity attack at you.
Yep.
Oh, that rolled across like 13 different numbers landing on a natural one.
Oh, great, blessed. Leap
Like
over
17, 19, 15, natural one. You leap right over it and down the stairs with this kid on your back and run towards the doorway. Are you doing anything else?
Can I get out? Like,
You got 50 feet as the...
yeah.
Yes, you can get out the doorway.
Okay.
You get out there and you see Vanden and Cassian back to back, like fighting off this last one of these creatures.
Okay, I'll sort of get her off my back and sort of lick her face to try and wake her up.
Oh. Okay. The creatures, the one upstairs with Astra, is going to swing its tiny spiky chain.
Go for it.
7.
Doesn't hit.
Nice.
And the one downstairs is going to go for Vanden because he's causing the most damage. Doesn't hit.
Nice.
Cassian, it's your turn.
So if it's moved to hit Vanden, is it out of my melee range?
It is indeed.
Nice.
Interesting. I will throw 2 Eldritch Blasts at it. One's a 17, the other's another bloody natural one.
Damn it.
7 points of force damage.
Okay, looks pretty rough. Vanden will take his first swipe. Come on.
Every time Vanden swings his sword, Cassian casts an Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Apparently, more inspired to do this in front of Sariel. First one hits.
She really brings that out in us all.
And it goes down.
Nice.
He looks over to Sariel and was like, anyone else inside? And would just charge in up the stairs, get to the top of them, and take his second swipe at the one in front of Astra. That's going to hit as well. Okay, might as well add a precision dice to that.
Get it.
It goes down.
Nice.
After all of that blundering. Sick of these things.
Yeah, you're telling me.
Okay, and the three of you with the woman can move back out of the house. Once you're outside, you see the flames starting to spread across the other rooftops.
There was nobody else in there?
No one else.
Okay, you take your daughter and get somewhere safe.
Thank you.
You'll be fine.
She will pick up her daughter who's just starting to wake up.
I would like to cast thaumaturgy on myself and make my voice very, very loud and just start doing an evacuation call.
Nice.
Just anybody inside the houses, get out now! You need to leave!
You see a couple of doors open and people sort of peering out, looking terrified, and then seeing the flames and just bolting.
While this has been going on, similarly to like what he was doing in the storm on the boat, Cassian just wants to look up at all of this chaos going around and ascertain, like, is this a spell? Is this just like bad gas from the volcano?
I'd say that there's nothing here that you'd be able to detect beyond these little creatures. You can make a nature check on the creatures if you want to.
Sure. Mans just wants to get to the bottom of stuff. 8.
8. You have no idea what they are. You've never seen anything like them before.
What the shit?
You have no choice with no way to put out the fire, but to keep moving through the streets. As you do, the air gets thick again with this greenish yellow gas that fills every inch of the space between the buildings, stinking like sulphur as it permeates your senses, forcing you to cough and cover your mouths. Can everybody make me a Constitution saving throw?
What's your con save, Wolfie?
Oh, wow.
Oh. 7.
8.
7.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Okay. Everyone's going to take 17 points of poison damage.
Ow.
You cough and you cover your mouths, and this cloud of gas just keeps shifting on. Cassian, you can now make an Arcana check on it.
Ooh. 8.
8. You sense something arcane, but you don't know whether it's from the gas, whether it's just from the area. Everyone coughing and spluttering, moving on. You feel this poison seeping into your body.
Oh.
As you do, without warning, a loud groan followed by a splintering crack draws your eyes upwards. You see a burning wooden parapet, a balcony on one of the buildings, breaking away from the upper floor and coming tumbling down towards the street. Can everybody make me a dex save?
Jesus, probably not.
Probably not at this rate, no.
Oh my god!
19.
Jesus!
8!
8!
Okay. Astra, you're able to stumble back out of the way. Vanden steps a little further back, but still gets struck by some of the damage. Cassian and Sariel, you're right underneath it. You're going to take an extra 8 points of bludgeoning damage as the wood hits you straight over the head. You hear some more cackling from these creatures, and you see 2 more of them like flying away over the rooftops.
Cassian's gonna cast Armor of Agathis on himself. Give me temporary hit points, baby!
The wolf looks rough.
Vanden's like, we can't take too much more of this.
No.
We gotta see who else we can get out of here.
We have to keep going. I'm just gonna pet the wolf gently and give you back some hit points with Cure Wounds.
Thank you.
Just level 1 at the moment, but
It's fine.
you get 9 hit points back.
Thank you.
Just give you a scritch behind the ear and some hit points.
She'll lick your hand.
Oh!
Scratch points.
You continue running through the streets. No clear direction to go in, just looking for people who you can help. You pass several who you're able to direct out of the town or down towards the beach. But chaos is still rife. Screams and shouts create a disorientating racket from everywhere you move. So much so that you don't notice a group of panicked locals dashing towards you. They push and shove. Can everybody make me a strength check?
Oh, now it's alright.
17.
3.
17.
Okay. Astra and Cassian, you just shoved down to the floor. Can you make me a dex saving throw?
Natural 1.
21.
Okay. Astra, you're able to scoot yourself backwards towards the building. Cassian, you're going to take an extra 6 points of bludgeoning damage as you get trampled on.
Technically, all those locals take 20 points of cold damage.
No!
Technically.
They do, don't they?
Oh no!
Astra, where you scoot back across the floor, you see people stepping on Cassian and just these explosions of ice and coldness expelling from his body where he's cast Armor of Agathis, like travelling up the locals' bodies. Some of them sort of freeze up and fall unconscious to the ground.
Oh god! This is fine.
Oh my god.
Vanden's going to move over and just yank you up to your feet. Like, we can't leave him like this. And get down. He has a lesser healing potion in his inventory.
How many are there that need healing?
Yeah.
Astra's going to start healing them as well. Just with this, but we're going to use the ring to have an extra first level spells.
Ooh!
Okay.
And just touch the nearest one and come on, you'll be fine. Get up. Get 6 hit points back.
Okay.
Well, I have no potions. And then the next one, another, like, scurry on over to it. Gets 5 hit points back.
Okay. Vanden pours a potion down the throat of the next one. You see them all just sort of getting up and barely even stopping to thank you, just like, like carrying on.
Thaumaturgy on myself once more for loud voice of just, watch your step!
I'm gonna throw up some dancing lights so that people know where we bloody are.
As another one runs past, not knocking into you, just turns and screams, looking over your weapons, panicked eyes. The Naiad, they're attacking the tavern.
We'll go that way.
Right.
Let's go.
Hurry.
Is everybody doing okay?
More or less.
As best we can. Let's go.
Okay. We'll say it will allow us to use a new Dungeon Master variant rule.
Oh.
You can, if you want to, have a healing surge and spend half your hit dice to regain hit points back at any time. You can do it as an action in combat, or you can do it out of combat.
Cool.
Nice.
I'm good.
Nice.
As we're running, before we get anywhere, I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Valid.
Okay.
It's concentration for 10 minutes.
Great.
So I have an extra 2 AC, and that's my last first level spell slot.
Perfect.
Keep that in case.
You cross the bridge across the canal leading out of the port, and you hear 2 gunshots somewhere up ahead.
Hello?
Hello.
Screams ring out in the echo they leave behind. You move on faster. Before long, you're reaching the outside of the Crystal Naiad to see 3 people cowering in an alleyway beside the tavern, hiding from more strange, misshapen monsters. These ones are larger. 3 squat, round-bodied creatures stand across the street from them, their heavy bodies contrasted against their gaunt and emaciated limbs. Their skin is pale and rubbery, an odd mix of grey and blue, coated in bristling hairs and pulsing veins.
Ew.
Their features are squashed and their exposed ears are pointed and lopped out to the side. Inside their slobbery, slack mouths you see dozens of razor-sharp teeth, matched only by their sharp claws. Standing between the horrified creatures and the civilians is the 6'6" frame of Patrick Pulver.
Hey!
Oh yeah!
Dressed in a long, high-collared coat and wielding a large revolver, which he's desperately reloading as the strange creatures prowl closer. Friends, he shouts out to you. Grab a piece of the action, get these people out of here. I would like you to roll initiative.
Piece of the action.
A piece of the action.
Patrick. Huh? Natural 20?
Astra.
I got 19.
19. Cassian.
21.
Sariel.
Natural 20, 26.
20, 26. You come up to this scene. You can see Patrick. You can see these 3 demonic-looking creatures. You can see 3 civilians cowering at the side of the tavern. Sariel, your initiative is way up there. You're up first with a natural 20.
Yep. Okay. She's going to run for this guy.
Yep.
In wolf form and try and bite him.
Okay.
+5 to hit. Please. 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Sweet. That is.
Run up.
Yep. Run up to that guy. 5 piercing damage.
Honey.
5 piercing damage.
2 ones.
You get another action.
Yep. As her bonus action,
Yep.
she's going to revert back to her original form, to Sariel form.
Question before you do.
Yes.
Because you're a wolf and you've managed to land a bite, does that thing have to roll a strength check to stay on
It
its
does.
feet?
Hang on. Yeah, it needs to make a DC 13 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Makes it.
Okay. So he's still up, but he's been bit. So bonus action, she's gonna turn back into herself.
Yep.
Wild shape, and she's going to 1 second as her second hasted action.
You put concentration thing on me.
I have.
She's going to throw an ice knife at this guy at
Okay.
second level. Okay.
Roll attack.
Come on. 12 to hit.
12 hits.
Nice. So he will take, first of all, 7 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And can it make a dex save?
That's a 9.
Cool. So it will also take 3d6 of cold damage.
Nice.
10 points of cold damage.
10 points of cold damage. Okay, you don't feel it do as much as you'd hoped,
Ah.
but it still looks pretty rough.
No cold damage, lads.
Mr. Pulver, He's like, it's good to see you! And he's just going to cock the gun and aim towards the one in the centre in front of Astra and fire.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay, that's going to do 1d10
Ooh.
of piercing damage plus 2d10 of fire damage.
Oh!
Hello.
Mr. Pulver!
It's down.
Oh my god.
As you see this bullet strike it right in the chest, it sort of starts to get thrown back, and then an eruption of fire from the wound just disintegrates it.
What?
I see.
Okay.
I don't like that.
Cassian, it's your turn.
I do. I'm gonna come flank this guy with Sariel. And on my way, Cassian's going to reach around to the back of his belt and pull out a very seldom used dagger, flip it in his hand, grab his sword in his other hand, because he's all out of spell slots, so he's got weapons. So he's going to take a strike with Undertow and then try and shank it with the dagger.
Nice.
At
Two attacks.
At advantage.
Nice.
So with Undertow, that is a 19 to hit.
Yep.
And with the dagger, that is a 14 to hit.
Both hit.
So a d6 and a d4 for a total of 13 points of damage.
Nice. Okay, it's on its very last legs.
Love to see it.
Love to see it.
Astra.
Can you move me to like on top of this platform? Here, the platform itself.
Okay.
Yep.
Here. Yeah, the far edge. Yeah, there we go. So Astra will run across the battlefield and like climb up onto there to sort of get a better view of all the enemies. And then drop Shield of Faith, so like the light effect that's all around him will just disappear.
Mm-hmm.
And then he will use Crown of Madness
Ooh.
on whichever one looks tougher in the group.
That one at the back, not surrounded, looks tougher.
Yeah, could it make me a Wiz 14 save for me then, please? As Astra reaches out to try and like control it for a little bit.
Okay, let's see. That's a 2 minus 1.
Ooh, sick. So this like oak crown will start spreading out around itself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And now it is under my control.
Yep. Nice.
Okay.
And I have to wait until it's its turn, don't I, before I can do anything?
Yes. It is under your control. Vanden looks around the battlefield and is like, it looks like we've got it, and he's just going to dash over to the people who are hiding.
Whee!
And start like checking them over and encouraging them away and be like, I can lead you out of here. Okay, the creatures. The one surrounded by Cassian and Sariel is just going to expel a 10-foot radius of disgusting green gas from its skin. It spreads around you. The area is lightly obscured. Can you make me a Constitution saving throw?
Oh no.
I guess.
12?
20.
Okay, you both make it, but you both like feel these fumes like burning at your nostril hairs, coughing to try and like move it away from yourselves.
Horrible.
It feels poisonous, but you manage to cover your mouth soon enough that you don't breathe it in. Okay, the other one, what's it have to do, Astra?
Has to use its action before moving on each of its turns. So it makes a melee attack against a creature other than itself. And then it
Before moving, that's a bit annoying.
Yeah, there's not really anything there.
does not only like long distance things.
Doesn't. It will simply let out another cloud of fetid gas around itself that will just start drifting towards the others.
Gross.
And then it will move, I guess, close to the other one to start trying to flank its friend.
Huh.
I guess it will. Yeah, just move up to its friend. Okay, and I think it can make a save at the end of its turn.
I must use my action to maintain control over the target. Also, the target can make a wisdom saving throw at the end of each of its turns.
11.
Nope, it's still under my
Okay.
control.
Dope.
Nice. So it reaches up to its friend and it's like this thick tongue lolling out its mouth. Sariel.
She's going to extend her claws out and take a slash at the one she's flanking with Cassian to try and primal savagery it. Please. It's a 2 and a 5, so that's a 10.
Oh no!
Oh no!
That's like you try to hold like the fabric of your clothes over your mouth and like swipe away this gas from in front of you that's still there. You can't really see, it's making your eyes water.
No.
Stinky. Mr. Pulver.
Mr. Pulver.
You know what?
Oh.
Grab a piece of the action.
Grab a piece
Oh
of the
my
action.
He's not going to move so close that he can't
Gun.
gun, but he
Cast
is going
gun.
to. Whilst that wouldn't technically be advantage, it's so flanked that he's just going to take an advantage shot at it because.
It can't really dodge, I guess.
No.
Although I suppose the close range of his allies would probably put him at disadvantage. I'll just take a straight roll.
Yeah.
Please no shooty.
Hits the target.
Nice. Get it, Patrick.
Go on, Patrick.
Okay, the first one goes down, and with the other one directly in line behind it,
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
if the original hit would strike, the remainder of the damage will go on to the next one.
Yes!
Okay, so that was 9 damage and 1 hit point. 8 more together. The other one goes down.
Oh my god.
Oh my god! The bullet just pierces both of them!
It's both of them. Like, entrance, exit wound through both of them. They both collapse to the ground. His gun is left smoking.
It's just a waste of my crown.
Staring at this orc like.
Impressive!
More people to help. As you're huffing for breath, sort of coming down from that fight, the street looks clear for a moment. Quiet settling over the town, almost unnervingly. Until once again, a thick yellowish-green fog begins to form. It doesn't fill the air this time, but instead rockets around the square like a firework set free, before coming to settle in front of you.
Fog? A fog? What the fog?
What the fog?
What the fog? Are those people cleared away now?
Yes.
Thank God.
I thought they were enemies, that's why I did Crown of Madness lol. Oh well.
Can I use the healing surge thing? If we're just waiting in between? Can that
In
be
between, I'll let you roll your
You
hit
turn
dice.
me to the battle. I'm serenading a wall right now.
Astra.
half of our hit
You
dice?
can roll half your hit dice.
So with 7 hit dice,
Yeah.
is it 3 or 4?
3.
Okay.
Please.
Oh, okay. Fuck, freaking maths. 15, 19 hit points back for Sariel.
Delicious.
She concentrates sort of her magic into herself and heals herself 19 hit points.
As this ball of fog appears in the middle of the square, it's almost like it's baiting you, daring you to approach it.
Alright.
We'll keep the same initiative. And I'll say it appears on its turn, so Sariel, it's your turn.
What is this thing? Can it make a constitution saving throw?
I guess it can. It's a 17.
Okay, so it'll still take half.
Mm-hmm.
As a ghostly form of Sariel comes out of herself and into it, it'll take half of 8d8 points of necrotic damage as she casts Blight.
Nice.
Can I? Yes, please. 3 more, please.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, delicious. Oh,
Delectable.
Nice.
ASMR.
Sasha and
Hang on,
Blight.
Get in there. I do be loving Blight. Hang on, so 2, 10, 15, 20, 28. 31 halved, 15 points of necrotic damage.
Nice.
Thank you.
Okay, you see the sort of the necromantic energy engulf into the center of this cloud and like crackle through it. You can't really tell what kind of damage it's done. It doesn't look weaker or anything. It is simply a cloud.
Hopefully that did something.
Okay. Mr. Pulver is just sort of looking at this thing. I guess I'm gonna shoot it. So he will move to get a clear shot and take a revolver shot at a cloud.
See if it does it then.
It doesn't even hit.
No, Mr. Pulver.
And you see the bullet just like flies through part of it and off across the square. Cassian.
Cassian is going to scooch back a bit. Because cloud? What? And fire 2 Eldritch Blasts at it.
Nice.
One's a crit.
Nice.
And the other one is only a 13 to hit.
13 doesn't hit.
Okay. But for a critical hit. Critical hit. 18 points of force damage.
Nice. Again, you're not really sure what you're looking at or what it's doing. You see the force damage like sort of erupt a hole into the center of the cloud, and then it just sort of reforms again.
Can I like? Would it be a free action to sort of like Arcana check it or?
Yeah, I'd say you can. It's just looking with your eyes.
Looking. 19.
19. This reminds you very strongly of a spell. Like, it doesn't look like a natural cloud. Where you first saw it erupting out of the volcano, perhaps your thoughts were of like volcanic ash or something to that effect. It looks like it's a spell come to life.
Just sort of in utter befuddlement, Cassian calls this out to everyone. Keep your wits about you. It's some sort of magic come to life.
What?
Okay. Astra.
Bonus action, pull my lute around and start playing. So you 3 will get 8 temporary hit points.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Mine can't stack.
Okay, I didn't know you had any. I'll give it to Patrick then. Patrick gets 8 temporary hit points. He'll appreciate my hit points.
I'm sorry.
There we go.
And then for my action, just sprinkling of holy water onto my fingers as I'm playing. And because I'm casting it at 3rd level, all 5 of us, including Patrick, will get blessed.
Nice.
Nice.
Add a d4.
So you get to add a d4 to an attack roll or saving throw up to a minute.
Nice.
We love it.
Okay. Are you doing anything else?
Nope, that was my action and my bonus action, and I like staying on my little pedestal.
Nice.
And Bramble is not on the battlefield right now. My friend. He's too baby for this one.
Hearing Cassian shout out that this is some kind of spell, Vanden doesn't want to get much closer. He's going to hurl a chaos bolt towards it.
Ooh, how chaotic.
Add a d4. I don't need it, but I will anyway.
Just to see what happens.
So that is
Be pedantic.
23 to hit.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
For 2d8s
Of something.
of something. 13 points of lightning damage.
Damn.
This sort of eruption of arcane energy comes out of his hand, strikes it, and these crackles of lightning burst through the cloud. Its turn.
What can you do, Cloud?
Stinky.
Just sort of draws into itself for a moment. You see the cloud start to shrink, and then in a 40-foot sphere,
Does that get everyone?
Yeah.
that gets everyone.
Oh my god.
There's an explosion of this greenish yellow fog. Everybody make me a Constitution saving throw.
Add a
With the
d4.
d4.
Add a d4.
Yes. That was like the best roll I could have.
So that is 13,
24.
24.
25.
4.
Okay.
Constitute motherfuckers.
Gotta be. Someone's gotta be.
So you two will take half.
Oh no.
Goodbye, temporary hit points. All you did was hurt civilians.
So those of us who fail will take 21 poison damage,
Ooh.
and you guys will take 10.
I need to roll a concentration.
Yes.
Yeah.
DC.
With a DC of 10.
Well, you still have some temporary hit points.
Do I get to add my blessed D4 to it or not? No, probably not, because it's
No,
just
it's
Just saving
a-
throws.
please. 16.
Yes.
Cool.
Nice. Okay, the concentration's still up. But this cloud lingers in the air. It's still there.
Stinky.
Astra? No, Sariel, it's your turn. Can you make me another constitution saving throw?
Oh, can I add the D4 to that?
Yeah.
20 dirty.
There's 20. Okay, you'll take half damage.
Oh no!
Half of 33.
16?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was unconscious.
Sariel drops to the ground.
Oh my god.
God
Dang it.
needs to make another constitution saving throw. Okay, just makes it. Next to those temporary hit points, he still looks fine. Okay, he is going to take a pistol attack against it.
Gun.
Gun.
Okay, that's gonna hit. And he's gonna use the blistering bullets to do more damage. $16 points of damage
Nice.
as an eruption of fire through the thing just and disappears back into itself. Cassian, can you make me a constitution saving throw?
Oh my god.
Yeah. No.
Oh no.
10.
10. Okay. You are going to take 21 points of poison damage.
That's okay. I will. I don't know if I can on this map, but try and back up out of.
Well, no, because that's a row of houses, so I guess you could only back up to the houses.
Oh, I'll just back up as much as I can and fire 2 Eldritch Blasts at it. Oh my god!
Wow.
No.
No.
No. Natural 1 and a 6 on the dice. Which would
Okay.
be like 13 or 12.
Say with your eyes watering and this like lightly obscured fog everywhere, you are coughing as you cast and they just blast wide.
Wait. 6 plus 7 plus 7 plus 14?
Doesn't hit, doesn't quite hit. AC is 15.
Damn it.
Astra.
I'm going to hop down from where I am to Sariel, and as I crouch down next to her, just cast a 3rd level Cure Wounds. So it's 3d8s. Piss. 12 hit points back.
His summon.
And try and use my movement to get as far out of the fog cloud as I can, like towards this way.
Okay, so you got down.
Yep. I won't be able to get far, but
15. So if it was here and it's 8 squares, you're still in it, but next turn you can be out of it.
do I need to make a con save then for being in it?
Oh yeah, you should have made that at the start of your turn.
19.
19 succeeds, so you'll take
Technically 20. Do they 20?
25 half 12.
Oh, cool.
12 points of poison damage.
So I need to make a concentration, please. No. 4, 5.
Bless drops.
No. Take away a d4.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine. It was like super helpful.
Okay, you notice that the cloud in the middle is starting to disperse very slightly, though, the living cloud. It looks like it's getting weaker.
Good.
Okay, so centered from here. Yeah, 8, it's huge, this radius. So Vanden will start his turn
With a con
with
save.
a con save.
Oh god.
He makes it.
Oi!
31 half to 15.
15.
He's okay.
Okay.
And then he's going to take he's going to run straight up to it. He swaps out the sword for the javelin.
Ooh.
So then shout out, I'm going to take a guess this thing is particularly strong against swords.
It's a cloud.
Sort of magical energy crackles over the javelin of lightning. Okay, he's going to make his first attack. I'm going to add a superiority dice to the attack to actually hit. So he's going to strike with the javelin. 5 points of damage. Yippee!
Better than nothing.
And then he'll take a second attack, bring the javelin back and try and strike down again.
Oh.
Goodbye.
That's definitely going to hit.
Whey!
Yes. Oh, it goes down.
Yay!
I have the floor.
You have the
You
floor.
have the floor!
Vanden just yells out and just drives the second javelin attack straight into the heart of it. There's a slight crackle of lightning over the end of it, and the cloud just disperses. The choking fog around you just fades into nothingness.
You did it!
Is everyone okay?
I think so.
Okay.
That was a spell come to life.
Make a perception check.
Everyone or?
Everyone.
18.
22.
22.
So you all see then, as the cloud of the spell disperses, one more small cloud of mist just raises up over the rooftops and floats away, not towards the town, just up into the sky.
Does it look like another one of the things
No.
that we just fought? Okay.
Looks like just like a haze of fog, but nothing quite as thick or as dangerous looking as what you just fought.
Just a bad smell floating away.
Yeah. The dust settles and quiet falls again, although there are clearly more people to help. Buildings still burn. You see people picking quietly through the damage and sort of limping through the streets, helping one another. There's nothing else for it really but to search for injured people and aid in the efforts to the town. You can do so for probably a couple of hours. It's really getting into the night now. And then you see a town guard come running down the hill from the fort at the top. Just like, there's still some creatures up there. At the fort. The governor should be protected.
Okay, just sit. We'll deal with it.
We'll sort it.
Great.
Ben's like, we have to go.
Yes. Let's head in that direction.
The 4 of you take off without a second thought. I'd say 5 of you. Patrick's probably in
I was
time.
going to say, is Patrick still with us?
Chill.
Yeah. Jogging alongside you. It's a sprint for you and a light jog for him at 6'6".
Just like my father.
And the 5 of you run up the hill towards the fort where you can imagine the governor must be holed up now. As you do, you see 3 figures in the dark outside the entrance to the fort. Astra, you recognise these figures. A water genasi, a blazing mohawk of a fire genasi, and a small but not that small halfling with greenish skin and 2 small tusks. You see Niles with a curved sword in one hand and a shield in the other, landing a killing blow on the last of another group of tiny fiends, his hair flying about his face as he strikes it to the ground. Carmen and Thule look up and see you, and their faces light up in recognition. Astra!
We're here to help. You know them?
Yes. Is there time for introductions? These are my friends. These are my other friends.
Right.
The Dawnbringers and...
We're the uncalled for.
There usually are 4 of them apparently, but we can't find the Goliath.
You see Niles run his curved sword through the last body and make sure that it's dead. And when he looks up, his face is serious and concerned. And he shrugs his head towards the fort where the governors hold up. And there's my little sister in there.
The idol?
Yeah.
Has anything changed, do you know?
I came here to demand to be let in, but these creatures attacked.
Okay, is that all of them?
Yeah.
Let's get you in.
Yeah.
She was fine last time we saw her.
Vanden marches up to the fort doors, which are heavily closed, and just thuds a fist against them. It's the warden. Open up. After a moment, they're sort of scurrying behind the wooden doors, and they open up. And you're let inside. You are ushered through to where the governor and the idol are now holed up in the fort itself, rather than in the house at the back, as protection from whatever just happened. You're brought inside a small room that, like, just a simple stone room with some simple furniture that was probably once like an armory storage for the fort or something. Now just has a long table in the middle. Inside you see this tall, fluffy furbog in his waistcoat and shirt, looking considerably more nervous than he did before, like pacing the room itself. And he turns towards you and is like, "Oh, it's very good to see you back here.
Governor?
I don't know what's going on, I have to be honest."
That's okay, we've done what we could in the town itself.
Niles is like, "Let me see my sister." And Governor Goodwill's like, "It's not customary, but come through." And you see him cross the room and kneel down to where she's like laid out on blankets on a bench.
Has anything changed?
Nothing. What did you find at the quarry?
It was bandits, just causing a bit of a mess. No curse, just people.
Well, I suppose that's a good thing, but it doesn't help anymore with what's going on.
It felt like we saw that mist coming down from the volcano, and then when we defeated that cloud thing, it went back up.
Something in the volcano.
Oh dear.
It tracks by your custom. If this spirit is angry, it would knock the idol out, yes?
It hasn't happened before, but I that is a sensible conclusion.
Is there any reason why the spirit would be angry?
Not that I know of. Other than uncovering that grave at the quarry, nothing's been different. But I'm gonna have to ask of you if you can go to the volcano and investigate.
Okay.
We can do that. I'm sure the guard are needed here anyway to clean up. And they're not trained for this.
Neither are we, Cassian says to himself.
He's not incorrect.
Usually we would call for aid from Arrakis or Starstone, but with the storm still raging, there's no way any troops could reach us in the next few days, and who knows how long we have until this.
We don't really
gets
have a
worse.
few days in general,
Yes.
even to send a message.
Have we noticed, is the storm still as bad as it was? Like
Still just as bad. Still sitting like maybe a half mile from the island,
Weird.
sort of encircling it.
Very weird.
Just gonna put a hand on Niles' shoulder. She'll be alright, I promise. We'll make sure she will be.
He reaches up and covers your hand with his, and he's like, "We're going to the volcano."
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
You sure that's smart?
We might not be trained for this either, but our other friend, Pavu, he lives up there. We want to make sure he's okay. Plus, I want to do anything I can to help my sister.
I understand that.
What's her name?
Neva. She's 8. Need to stroke her cheek.
She'll be okay. I gave you my word.
I believe you. I suppose we should probably make some kind of preparations, though. Governor's like, anything that you need, we can try our best to gather it. And you should get one night's rest at least.
It would be ideal, actually.
Probably not a good idea to go out there at night anyway.
No, there's a lot of elemental activity on our island, and as I understand it, it worsens at night.
Would you wouldn't mind if we could stay here to save going all the way back down?
Of course. You can come on into the house. If the threat seems to be gone, then the house should be perfectly safe. I cannot tell you how much we appreciate this. Cassian will be in your debt.
I just want to help.
Niles will gather Neva up in his arms. Be like, she should be in a proper bed.
I'll make sure she's comfortable.
The governor and the uncalled for start heading towards the house. Patrick's just like leaning against a wall of his 6'6" self, just like, well, this was a lot more than I expected coming to Cassian.
A little bit more exciting than your previous few days here.
I'd say so.
Not your average business trip.
Did I give it to you? The samples?
Oh, yes. Samples from... dig them out of the bag of holding and give him the samples from...
You see his face light up. He's like, you didn't have to do that, thank you.
Well, we were in the area.
Hope it's what you need.
That's exactly what I needed.
Good.
Would the four of you like company to the volcano?
Oh, you're a dab hand in a fight.
I'll do my bit. It's mostly down to the weapon. You can see Vanden's still staring at me. His side like, oh.
Did you make it?
Well, I modified this one. Made the bullets.
Very interesting.
The explosive rounds. Damn.
Sounds like Farrell said.
Well, we should head in and rest then if we're setting out.
Yes.
I suppose so.
Get that morale up. It's gonna be fine.
It will.
Yeah, the 5 of you can exit out the back gate of the fort and back towards like the large sort of plantation style house the governor lives in. Welcomed inside once more, and this time told by the governor himself to make yourself at home. You see also running around a very pretty furbolg lady.
Ooh.
And 3 furbolg children.
Oh! Babies.
One of them runs up and sort of peeks around the doorway, like big eyes, ears like. Ooh.
You just thermatage to make little sparkles appear.
Ducks behind the doorway again. And Governor Goodwill is like, come along, children, stay out of their way.
And that's in the way.
You can be led upstairs. The upstairs floor of this house has like 10 bedrooms. Pretty much a bedroom enough for everyone to have one to themselves. And the governor says to make yourselves comfortable for the night.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, thank you.
When you're alone, Vanden's just like, does anyone know what those things were?
Which things specifically?
Any of them?
Nothing I've ever seen or heard of.
Completely unrecognizable.
That language I was speaking, I've heard before.
Oh?
It sounded familiar, but not at all.
The Gnolls spoke it of the week ago.
Oh.
I believe it's abyssal.
Oh.
Demons, then?
Demons.
From the volcano? Or...
Doesn't seem likely.
No.
Potentially summoned? I mean, that was quite literally a living spell.
I didn't even know that was possible.
Neither did I, but a spell come to life that is some sort of powerful arcane caster or creature.
We should ask Zarif about it if we get a chance.
Good idea.
If we get a chance.
I didn't see him. I hope he's okay.
Hopefully he's just back at the hotel, out of everything.
Hopefully you're not even noticing that it happened.
Hopefully. Still in the bath, having a nice time.
I wish that was me.
Me too, Astra, me too. But I mean, I suppose if we pull this off, we can really start calling ourselves heroes.
Finally to be deserving of the name.
That didn't even cross my mind.
Should we check in with the uncalled for and see how Niles' little sister's getting on?
Sure.
Do some proper introductions. It's not on a battlefield.
How do you know them?
Oh, they were in the tavern a few nights ago.
When you weren't answering me.
Oh, no, I was busy.
They seem nice.
Yes, they are nice. Really nice. They're good fun. Lead the way towards where they are.
Yeah, you can head through. You head through into one of the other rooms. They've all decided to just pack down and sleep in one room together.
They're valid.
And you can be introduced to Carmen, the halfling half-orc, Thule, the fire genasi, and Niles, the water genasi. Thule and Carmen are obviously trying to keep spirits up, but Niles is sort of sat in an armchair, one leg up on the seat with him, like, contemplative. Hey.
Just thought we'd come see how you were getting on and just raise spirits a bit.
Yeah, we're fine. Pretty intimidating stuff out there, huh?
Was. Not really seen anything like those before.
They were not particularly strong, just unfamiliar. It's unnerving.
I get the impression that the group of you can kind of take it in your stride, though.
You're not wrong.
Tough as you are, pretty.
Do we notice this?
Inside check.
Make an insight check.
He's not going to betray me. Dirty 20.
Oh, 19.
19. Vanden's not paying attention. Yeah, you can definitely see the look between them and Astra's face just fluster.
Huh?
Share a look with Sariel.
Well,
These are the party I've been travelling with, like I told you about anyway.
Yeah, heard all about you.
all, huh?
Maybe not all. A lot. So, this volcano. It's probably 2 days travel.
So we set out early.
So early, had to camp in the woods.
That's okay. We're pretty used to roughing it.
Unfortunately.
You ever been to a volcano before?
No.
I didn't even know which one was until we came here.
Well, all we can tell you is that it's hot. Like, the air can burn you kind of hot.
Is there anything we can do to prepare for that?
I mean, some people like Tully here. Naturally fire resistant. You probably are too.
It doesn't hurt me as much as it might others.
But apart from that, I mean, we're not dripping in magical items here on Cassian.
No.
There are, I hear there are kinds that can protect you, but...
Oh well.
And the elementals, you probably know this from experience. They're pretty strong against non-magical weaponry.
Okay.
Good to know. I think you'll be fine then, Cassian.
Oh, yes.
Apart from that, I don't really know what else we're preparing for, so...
No idea.
Demons, perhaps.
Probably don't like icy things like your dagger.
Can hope.
Or just melt right through it.
Let's hope it's the former, not the latter. But for now, let's just
Sleep.
Sleep. Try and get some relaxation for the night.
Right, well, we'll see you in the morning then.
Mm-hmm.
Sleep well.
Call on us anytime.
Will do. And you. Just in
Night.
the room next door. See you later.
Night.
Are we bundling into one room as well, or?
There's enough. Vanden will take his own room, considering how many there are.
Cassian takes his own room.
Yeah.
Astra will just bundle into the next room then.
It's about 15 minutes before there's a knock at the door.
Open the door.
Miles leans in the door frame and he's like, hey,
Hello.
missed you around the last couple of days.
Come on, inside. I'm talking the corridor.
In the rest of your rooms you just hear muffled voices and then closing the door.
Oh, the temptation to get my book out.
What you doing?
Hey, babes. I won't.
Okay. Besides that, the night passes uneventfully and everyone gets a long rest.
Yes!
I will say, as he's lying in bed, Cassian will just place his hand over his necklace underneath his clothes and just sort of... Haven't talked in a while. Is everything alright on your end?
How's your hair looking?
You feel a sort of slight simmering, but like less contact than you would kind of expect when you've talked to the necklace before. As you look down your hands, you realise both hands where the penner is starting to go green.
I'm closer to you now. We're coming back your way. Not to see you, but we'll be past you soon. Leah, you can always talk to me, you know? Fine.
The silence that follows is deafening. The morning comes around.
Smoochies.
You have plenty of smoochies.
Nice.
Astra, you can spoon all night with Niles.
Yes. Nice.
Spoonies and smoochies, yay!
You considerably lift his mood.
You wake up to the sending equivalent of like a winking emoji.
Semicolon. And the bracket? What's that mean?
You can, when you get up, come down, and you find that the governor has gathered from around the town a small amount of supplies. There's like good quality rations and equipment for making the trek into the jungle. There's 3 regular healing potions and 1 greater healing potion,
Ooh.
and a length of fire-resistant rope.
Ooh, useful.
Who wants to take what potion?
Sorry, I'll take the greater one.
Yeah, I'll take another regular
Definitely.
one.
Yes, definitely.
Yes, Sariel.
There's no point taking horses, seeing as you're going to have to head straight into the jungle anyway. So, together, the 8-person party of the Dawnbringers, Patrick, and the 3 members of the Uncalled For.
It's like Patrick's and a member of the Uncalled For now. Just for now.
You set out into the jungle again, towards the volcano. You travel through the day. There's not much in the way of struggles, it's just a long and arduous trek through difficult terrain.
I'll do a few, like, speak with plants to make them calm down in certain areas.
Yeah.
Through.
Let you through, venturing towards the slumbering sentinel in the centre of the island. As you do, you come to realise why it was given its name. The further you get into the jungles, the clearer you can see this giant mountain now, a colossal guardian standing vigil above the island. Large enough as if to protect Cassand's people from the gods themselves. Even at this proximity, the mountain is towering over you as you make it most of a day into the jungle. Its peak is shrouded in clouds and smoke which now just rises steadily, concerningly, from the top of it. I won't make you roll to navigate between the 8 of you, But I will say, somebody make a survival check to find a place to camp for the night. +4.
Nothing.
+5.
I'll give you guidance as well.
Ooh.
Is it a
D4.
D4?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. 11.
11. Okay.
Would that be an advantage with anyone else helping?
I'd say 11. The jungle terrain doesn't make for great spots. There's no overhangs of rock or anything like that. But you can probably navigate to a clearing by a stream, which isn't naturally protected, but it is flat ground. There's fresh water. Seems like the kind of place that would make a decent camp for the night.
What size is Patrick? Is he a medium creature?
I believe he is still, yeah.
Good.
Yeah, he's a medium humanoid.
Good. He can fit in tiny hut.
How many people can it be for?
9.
Nice. That's 8 of you. Okay.
Oh, they can fit inside the dome with me, so that doesn't count me.
Nice. So
So
10
it's
people.
10 altogether.
Nice. Well, I'd say it's probably a large enough clearing that you could cast tiny hut and create all 8 of you a nice, safe glamping space.
There we go. That'll keep us safe for the night.
We'll
you,
take
Astra.
first watch.
Sure.
I don't mind taking watch as well. There's many of us.
Okay.
The uncalled for set about cooking, and you see that Thule is very enthusiastic, and Carmen helps him like gather stuff up from the jungle, and they come back with a relative feast of food
Nice.
after sort of a half hour of hunting and gathering, and put together a local Cassian wilderness meal.
Hell yeah.
And they enthusiastically get out some sets of dice and play some games through the evening. Patrick sits down and messes with the samples of new black powder that you've given him. Cleans his weapon.
Just having a chill evening. We'll talk with Bramble for a bit, feed him.
See, Carmen is very interested in Bramble. She's just like, he is so adorable. How did you find something like that?
Oh, well, I found this cloak and it came essentially with him.
Wow. Scooching Bramble's nose.
Little kitty dragon.
A little euphoria breath of just...
Bubble! Pop! Yay! Boom! Bubble!
Sarah will work on making more potions and practicing Sylvan.
Yes. Practice the
Okay.
elfish.
Yeah, you can practice your languages through the night. I will mark that down as another day of language practice, so that's 2 solid ones now. Just like 40 to go or something until you're fluent.
God.
Vanden keeps very much to himself.
That's just Cassian.
Sort of sits on the edge of the camp even before watch needs to begin with his books and doesn't say much.
Just in opposite directions, brooding.
At some point, Astra will come up towards Vanden then and just, hello.
Hi.
Are you still trying to translate these books?
Yes. Well, sort of an endless hobby. There's so much to read.
If you wanted a hand with it, I could help.
Sure.
There's a spell that my mum taught me a while back, but I need to think about it again. It's been a while since I've used it, but I can read any language if I really, really think about it, but only for a short period of time.
Oh, then perhaps a day when we have nothing else to do. Thank you.
No problem.
There's plenty of useful information in here. It's just I don't want to get any of it wrong.
I can definitely help with that, then. Just give me a shout when, okay? Always there, you know?
I know.
Okay. Give you some of the food that's been made.
Appreciate it.
See you in a bit. Wake me up for next watch.
I will.
You better had. Pap you with my tail. Head off.
At some point, Patrick will come over and sit with you, Sarah. I hope you don't mind me watching while you make whatever it is you're making.
Healing potions.
Right. Impressive.
Thank you. just as impressive as your black powder business.
Well, mine's considerably more destructive.
Well, they'll balance each other out.
He just wants some good company. Sariel is good company.
Yeah, she is.
He talks to you a little bit about the time he spent here in Cassian, asks you if you've tried the delicacies like fried cactus.
Can't say I have.
You definitely should try it. It sounds unpleasant, but it isn't, surprisingly.
Is it one of those taste like chicken sort of deals?
Not quite, but if you like fried fruit, you'll like it.
I do. Candied fruit's one of my favourites. Don't have it very often.
We'll have to see if we can get some after this is all over.
Actually get a holiday out of this.
Yeah, I mean, Cassian is one of my favourite places to come. I travel a fair amount from Farrelstadt up here.
How often do you come here?
Every sort of 2-3 months.
Okay.
I pick up shipments of the black powder and bring it back down. I always stay at the Dragon Tree.
It's not a bad place to have to come for work.
No, not at all. I really enjoy it. I like the weather, I like the local food, the people.
It is beautiful here.
They keep a room for me at the Dragon Tree. They're very accommodating. They've decorated my suite in the style of Farrelstadt.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I would have thought you would have wanted something a bit different coming away from Farrelstadt.
Yes. I come here to get away, and I very much enjoy the local culture, but I don't want to be rude when we've done such an effort.
Awkward.
So,
Sweet of you not to say anything.
I just want to be polite.
Of course. They are very accommodating.
So the four of you have some pretty impressive arcane powers.
We all come from different walks of life and just happen to come together and work well together.
It's incredible. You don't usually see such a concentration of spellcasters outside of a couple of cities.
No, I suppose not. And it's not as if any of us are really from any of those specifically arcane places, like no one's from Arrakis or anything like that.
It's nice. I don't have any magical talents whatsoever, but
I'd say that's a talent, using the pistol, is it?
yeah, the revolver.
Revolver.
Well, I found that you don't need natural magic to work with arcane components, and he would just start sort of rambling on. You see, he gets a little bit passionate speaking about his work, gunsmithing. He's hoping that he can use these new black powders to make sort of more arcane traits for the weapons.
It's just very interested to listening. You're so passionate about it.
I just find it interesting, and I kind of like that Farrelstadt has something that is unique. You know, you can learn a trade in anything, but you can only learn about guns in Farrelstadt.
I've not seen much of Farrelstadt myself. I was only there for a day or two before we had to leave.
It's a drab place. I'm not gonna say too much about it, but it's sort of grey and miserable and nothing like this.
No, that's kind of the impression I got. But I was wondering if there was maybe more I'd missed that I hadn't seen.
No.
Okay.
No, very militant, very trade-based.
Strict.
Strict.
I got that impression.
But if the four of you ever stop by, just give me a holler.
We'd like that.
I'm there most of the time. I'm there or I'm here.
Oh, we always know where to find you then.
You'll find me in my workshop tinkering, trying to add new materials to my guns.
Must be really interesting.
I like it. The evening sort of draws to a close, and everyone kind of gets ready in bed. Niles will come put his bedroll next to yours.
Okay. It is a confined small space. Yep. Not enough space for everyone everywhere, so yeah, that's fine.
And if he, shifts and puts his arm over you.
Yep.
It's dark anyway. Everyone can pretend they don't have dark vision.
Literally all of us.
Literally everybody.
Everyone here. Cassian goes and sits outside the dome for the watch.
Vanden will come out too and he just gives you a nod. How are you feeling about doing all of this?
How so?
I know it's not what you were expecting us to be doing. We're supposed to be heading south for your thing.
Yes, that's sort of on my mind quite a lot now.
Is there a time limit on it?
I don't think so. But
But you're not sure.
I tried to contact her last night, my friend. And for the first time, no response. She always responds. Always.
Maybe it's this place. You said that storm was volcanic. I just get this feeling like we're trapped here until this is over with.
Maybe. He lifts up his hand again and shows Vanden the weird green. But I don't know.
It's a little unnerving seeing you two shaken.
It's unnerving being so shaken.
I wasn't quite sure you were capable of being shaken.
I suppose I like to act like I'm not. Gives like a weird half smile.
Then chin up and keep acting like you're not. You're going to be okay.
Always am. So are you.
Exactly.
Thanks for the quick saves last night.
Well, better with you on your feet. That was harder than I'd anticipated.
Seems we were stumbling over ourselves a little bit.
I feel like we're coming up against more and more that we don't understand, and that's... I'm not used to not being able to just pick up a book and read up on what I don't understand.
Well, there are plenty more books to find. And I'm sure between the four of us and cocks his head towards the dome, any strange allies we come across along the way, there's a lot to learn ahead of us. There's a lot we've learned already.
Can I ask you something?
Go for it.
Do you dream often?
When I choose to sleep, yes. I mean, you said that you only started dreaming recently, right?
Well, since you dispelled that brand on my back, I've started having, I guess, flashes of things I don't remember very well.
They feel like memories, or just...
No. Maybe I'd be better speaking to Sariel about this, but they feel not like memories and not like fiction.
Visions.
I hope not. But yes, in that book on celestials, it did suggest something of the type, and I... Like I said, I'm not used to not being able to just find a way to understand.
Well, next time you feel like something, be it a vision or whatever, next time you feel it reaching out to you, try and reach back. You'd be surprised at what could be at the other end of an open hand.
Not necessarily something pleasant. And he's just gonna walk off around the dome to start patrolling.
So literally, you said that, and my brain was like, a knife.
Okay. Make a perception check for the night.
12.
Okay. The two of you keep your watch. You do see flashes of things through the tree line, like the burning brightness of something probably like fire elemental. Wisps of smoke that look kind of like creatures, but nothing approaches the camp. And your watch passes uneventfully. As promised, Vanden will creep back in and rouse Astra and be like, just a thought. I suppose you're going to have to take watch from inside the hut.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
But it's okay, I can still see through it.
Do you want me to wake anyone else, or?
No, it's okay. Get some rest.
Good night, Astra.
Good night.
Where you've sat up. Now it's just sort of tight you around your waist.
Just tap his arms. Come on.
Have a good watch.
Have a good sleep.
Enjoy.
Shut up.
They'll go and bed down. Astra, make a perception check for the night.
Don't mess me around, please.
19. Okay. With you all safely inside the hut now, you do see more of these small elemental creatures. They sort of buzz around it. One or two of them knock into it, not seeing it properly there. And a couple of like sort of smoke mephits like sit on top of the tiny hut for a while between each other and take off again at some point. But you're safe inside the tiny hut and nothing really notices your presence.
It's the easiest way to do it. Watch from inside.
Yeah.
No one will see you.
And the sun rises and wakes everybody as you're in this clearing. Sort of as it rises, it just beams straight down into the tiny hut, wakens everybody around the same time.
Rise and shine, everyone.
I don't want to.
Come on.
Ash has been doing his bag business and his like diarying, journaling when everyone
Nice.
wakes up. He's just
Morning.
morning. You sleeper?
Oh, right. As well as you can sleep on the ground.
Thought you'd be used to it by now.
I miss the hotel.
One night in a hotel isn't long enough.
No.
We paid for that.
Exactly.
Maybe you can get a refund. Or an extension.
Extension would be nice.
Patrick stretches and sort of is so big at the far end of the tiny hut. He's like, sorry, trying not to smack anybody in the face.
Do you want me to drop it? No, we're waking up now anyway. You can stretch properly then.
Sure.
Air just suddenly starts flowing.
She totally just.
It's okay.
It's the wind.
But it's very frightened of you now. Don't worry. I think you've really shown dominance against the wind.
Yeah. Don't you dare come any closer. I'll get you wind.
Uncalled for.
Absolutely uncalled for.
I love them.
Very good.
Patrick gets up to his feet, stretches out properly, and is like,
Reaches
oh.
to 7 feet tall.
Yeah. Stretches 7 foot up, bends over, straightens out his shirt and waistcoat. He's like, coffee. You see Vanden's eyes. Coffee.
What?
Oh, from the Mondaron place.
Yeah. It's the one thing I cannot live without. And goes over and stokes the fire. It's like, gotta have coffee in the morning.
Ash used thaumaturgy to make the bonfire like get a bit brighter again.
Oh, appreciated.
That's okay.
And he will get out of his bag, like, a small bronze, like, coffee pot. And like, a bag of coffee beans and grind them up in a metal grinder that he has with him. He has sort of this whole kit in his pack.
Damn.
And you see Vanden just
What is it?
coffee. It's like tea, but far superior.
Cassian sort of tilts his head and I've never had this before. Do you mind if I try some?
Oh, sure. Come on over. I've got a fair amount still.
Thank you.
Vanden's like, huh. He will go and sit cross-legged next to Patrick, like, I haven't had coffee in so long.
I think you would like a cup too.
And Patrick will brew up a big metal pot with like a long sort of bronze spout of coffee and pour it all out.
It smells sharp.
It smells nice.
Please go ahead, you can have some.
Thank you.
Nice aroma.
Vanden's face down in the coffee. Oh.
Just kombucha faces the entire way.
It's not quite tea, is it?
Oh, it's so good.
Very bitter.
Do you put anything in it?
If you want to, you can mix in some honey or cream. Well, not that we have that out here, but
Sorry.
Checks her inventory for honey or cream.
why would you have those things?
No reason. I just want it. Nope. You said superior rations.
I would say, okay, you could have a small amount of honey in your superior rations. Cream would not keep.
No, cream wouldn't. But
Astra's not even going to try it without anything else in it. She's going to smell it and just be like, oh, that's an offence.
Daniels leans over your cup and is like,
Yes,
bad smell.
yes.
Like really burns the nostrils.
Sharp.
That is just like, no, not at all.
it's a lot nicer with honey in it.
Yes?
I like the bitter taste.
Sarah will pass her cup to Astra.
Try some with Sariel's just.
Feels right.
Oh no! Oh no!
Kind of just knows that you. Yes.
It's as bitter as he is.
I know. Astra's not going to say anything, but man, I would.
If we end up in a city with a coffee house, everyone can try it properly. But all the things in it to make it nice.
So you agree? It's not nice.
Oh, I love it. But I have the feeling that you wouldn't. Too bitter for you.
Bit of an acquired taste.
I don't think it is for me. I'll pass Sariel the cup back.
Are you supposed to feel quite so invigorated by it?
Yes, that's the point.
My chest's hurting a bit.
My heart's beating.
It can keep you awake if you drink too much of it, especially in the evening. It can keep you awake all night.
Squints abandoned. Now I understand.
Well, thank you, Patrick. That was an amazing way to start the morning. I didn't think that in the middle of the jungle of all places, this was where I was going to get my next cup of coffee.
It swills mouth with water.
As a result, is Vanden just not a brat today? That's why he's been a brat
He
all this
seems
time.
to be in a considerably better mood.
Noted.
Like, as you all pack up the camp and move on, he's just like, much better mood. Not grouchy at all. He doesn't snap at anyone through the morning.
Boy's been having withdrawals.
I mean, he was in a dungeon for 3 months,
I
so
guess.
any caffeine addiction is long gone, but he definitely seems happier.
It's the placebo for me.
It's the addict for me.
You continue towards the volcano. You travel for about another half day before there's a heavy rumble through the ground. It shakes the earth for about 30 seconds and then stops. You see more black smoke rising from the volcano itself.
That doesn't feel good.
No.
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 Pick up the pace.
You continue on. Before evening sets in, sort of late afternoon, you reach the base of it. The rich vegetation of the Arcoris forest thins out here until there's almost no greenery in sight, the heat of the earth making it treacherous for plants to grow. Black volcanic rock, steeply jutting upwards, forms your path to ascension, and the cloud-covered peak seems impossibly high. Another rumble shakes through the ground, as though the volcano is challenging your nerve to continue any further. Climbing now towards the peaks, you can make out stone structures. Spiked fences, stairs built into the mountain itself, leading up to a small plateau of houses and a cave mouth. The sky here is darkened with smoke and ash rising from the mouth of the volcano at the top.
People live on the volcano.
Tully's like, yeah, this is where our friend lives.
I suppose it's not always like this. It wasn't smoking when we got here.
I mean, it's been quiet for hundreds of years.
I wonder how the people up here are then.
Well, should we try and find your friend, just to make sure they're okay?
Definitely. As the group approaches, you can see a number of very tall, broad, grey and alabaster-skinned Goliaths
Yay!
with dark markings etched naturally into their bodies.
Every day is a challenge for us.
Our new challenge, Sooty Sky.
They tower over all of you easily, even Patrick.
Boy.
Among them are a very small number of genasi with fiery hair and skin in shades of red and gold. From somewhere within the cave mouth, you can hear the loud metallic clangs of a forge.
It's a good place for a forge.
Yeah.
Radin's just like...
In the heart of the small community, a number of Goliaths have gathered. You've learned from conversation with Tully on the way that his friend lives in the Catho Ola community, which must be this. They've lived here longer than the port of Arcoris has even existed.
Damn.
He moves ahead, shouting out to the group of Goliaths gathered, Kuori, we're here to help, what's been going on? And you see an older Goliath turns with a shaved head, got a trimmed greying beard, wears a decorative iron chain around his neck that seems to indicate some sort of leadership. Tully, I'm afraid the peace at the Sentinel has broken. He turns to the group of you. You've come from the town.
Yes, we're here to help.
Yes.
Okay. And he sort of disperses the crowd and joins the 8 of you instead. I am Kuori, leader of our people here.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And you. 3 nights ago, the volcano first awakened, and a number of elementals sprung from the rivers of molten rock. We were forced to fight them off. It hasn't been the same since, but there's been trouble. Tremors in the ground, waves of heat and smoke pouring out of the tunnels.
Is it safe for you to be here?
We're not sure. We believe that the slumbering Titan has begun to awake. Based on the smoke and the ash rising from the volcano, it's probably very likely that an eruption will occur within the next few days, if nothing is done to satisfy the volcano spirit.
You've not seen any
Weird
spellcasters or odd figures coming around here? Or yes, weird smoke.
We've watched our entryways and the tunnel mouth. No one's passed through.
Well, maybe we should still go check it out. Can't think of anything else.
Well, some of our community have traveled further up the volcano. They have decided to perform a ritual they hope will calm the Titan down. They haven't been back in 2 days, and still the volcano shakes. I'm sure you felt it.
Yes.
I'm worried that they have run into trouble with the elementals that keep pouring out onto the island. Turns to Tully and Carmen and Niles is like, Pavo is among those who haven't returned. You see the three of them look between each other like... And inside the volcano, we've had other problems. Some of our tunnels have collapsed past the forge. We're working to clear them, but one of our beasts of burden is trapped in there. I'm not sure what else you can do. We have scouts out looking for anything else going on, but we would appreciate help in the meantime.
Of course. Wherever you need us.
Tully will turn to the others. He's like, we have to go up there and look for our friend. I think this might be where we part ways. For now, anyway.
Okay. We can meet back with you soon.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll be down here. There's probably no problem at all.
It'll be fine.
See you back here, probably just later tonight, you know?
Do you want them to sign your book, Cassian, so we can keep in touch, maybe?
I can only do that with the three of you.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry, we'll be fine.
Okay. Stay safe.
Yeah. Niles will just grab your hand and squeeze it a little before he departs.
Squeeze.
It's like, we'll be back in no time, okay?
Sure. See you soon.
See you all soon.
See you soon. Be safe.
And the three of them take off, and they go after their friend Pavo, heading up the mountain in the direction that Glory sends them off.
You sticking with us, Patrick?
Yeah, why not? If more trouble arises here, I'll probably need more help.
Right, where do we start?
Well, if you can head inside, you can hear our people and their pickaxes and the like trying to clear the rocks now. But we have a drake amongst our community, and it's trapped inside one of the collapsed tunnels. We want to get it out before anything else.
How long's it been in there?
Since last night.
Okay.
We've cleared half the tunnel, but that's Goliath's big guys. Can't get through to it.
Okay.
No worries, we'll do it.
It will direct you into the tunnel. As you move through, you're surrounded by ashen and craggy rock. You follow the tunnels twisting further inside the slumbering sentinel. The air in here is thick and hot, and sweat beads at your brows just to move through it.
Pull my hair up into a ponytail so it's not just sticking to my neck.
Nice. Ugh. The walls themselves are craggy and sharp. You have to try your best not to brush against them too much. But you do eventually come to the sight of three Goliaths who are holing rocks from where a tunnel is completely collapsed. And you can see that they've cleared enough that there's like at the top a small gap. But it's not enough for them to get through yet.
Hi, we've been sent through to help.
Oh, fantastic. If you looks at all of you, it's like, you can definitely get through. You probably can.
What can we do to help?
Our beast of burden might be scared on the other side. Might be dangerous. It's the only thing.
I can speak to it.
Well then, fantastic. Please go ahead.
Okay,
Be careful.
sure.
Right.
Climb on up and start trying to squeeze through the gap.
Okay, make me an athletics check to climb up this pile of rock.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh no.
Add a d4. Guidance. That was a 17 and a 4.
21. Yeah.
And then plus my 3.
Nice. Okay, no problem at all then. You start to climb up. You like touch the fallen rocks and small parts of it crumble away, but not too much. You sort of, using the other rocks, pick your way up to the top. Then you have to kind of lay down and belly crawl your way through this small hole, and gently maneuver out the other side and climb back down. It's dark, but you can see ahead of yourself in grayscale. And you can hear a faint echo of a noise somewhere ahead. Maybe a wailing. It's hard to tell from this distance.
Does it sound, what kind of language does it sound?
It at the moment just sounds like crying,
Okay,
but it does sound draconic.
okay. In Draconic. I'll just call out like, hello, we're here to help you. We're gonna get you out. I know, it's awful, isn't it? You're probably so scared. I'm gonna set light to my Melora necklace again so
Nice.
there's actually light on this side.
Okay, you see signs of rubble across this floor now, cracks in the walls of this tunnel. Is anyone else going with Astra?
Yeah, can't let him go on his own.
Yeah, please.
Okay, I would say you can follow Astra's route up and get to the top fairly easy. Can you make an athletics check to get down?
Astra will turn around and help you on the way down.
Thank you.
Okay, an advantage then.
That's a 14.
Nice. Yeah, you stumble and slip a little bit with Astra there to grab you. And sort of just pop you down.
Oh!
Just grabs your waist, just puts you down.
Thank you.
That's okay.
Can you hear it?
Yes. It's just down that way. It sounds like it's crying.
Well, I'm not letting him go alone. And Vanden will climb up as well. Yeah, he's fine. With a +6 to athletics.
Oof, oh, hell yeah.
He climbs over and he jumps down the other side and he's like, alright, we good?
Can someone catch me on the other side?
Sure.
Yes.
I doesn't want to get left alone outside.
Make an athletics check.
Helping. Like I did
Crit.
now.
Oh, nice! Does a backflip.
Yeah, you just jump down into where Astra and Vanden are waiting to just catch you and set you.
Lands perfectly astride them.
Yeah, very fancy.
Let's go.
You can continue down into the darkened tunnel into the glow of Astra's necklace, shedding sort of 5 foot of light around you.
We slept
And-
outside last night, didn't we?
Yes,
And there was a moon.
there was.
Glowy staff.
Oh yeah, you can.
Yeah, I'll set my staff
You
glowing.
can set your staff glowing and shed another sort of 15 foot of light. And before long, you see before you the source of the panicked screeching. A large draconic beast trapped under a mound of rubble from the ceiling.
No!
It's collapsed directly onto its hindquarters. The front quarters fine, sort of just scrabbling to get away. It has shimmering blue scales and a horned nose. Astra and Vanden will recognise it immediately. It's a guard drake, as you saw in Mirrortail.
Oh.
And it keeps letting out this awful pained noise as it rides, only causing more of the walls to crumble down onto the pile that's trapping it.
No!
As it sees you approach, it sort of anxiously, yellow slit eyes focusing on the group sort of desperately.
Lift up my hand. Hello, sweetheart. I promise everything's okay. We're here to help. In draconic. Just very gently. Just approach very slowly, hands out towards it.
I'd say make a persuasion check at advantage.
21.
Oh yeah, you speaking to it softly, Astra's dulcet Irish draconic. As you approach, it like doesn't snap at you or anything, just lets you put your hand on its muzzle.
My friends are going to help get all this rock off you, and we're going to get you out of here and home, okay?
It hails sort of a plume of smoke from its nostrils as it just lays there and stops writhing.
Astra just like crouches down next to it and just like pats his lap and like guides its head to his lap and just starts petting it like, you'll be fine, I promise. You're okay to come and start moving things.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So the three of you can move up to and start moving pieces of rubble.
Team negative strength.
Yeah, let's everybody make a strength check to see how well you do this.
No.
Nat 1.
All 15.
Okay. Vanden's got a 21, so
An animal is in peril.
Oh no, my back.
Breaks a nail.
you pick up a piece of rock which just crumbles and falls onto your foot.
Ow.
You're going to take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh no!
As a big chunk of rock just lands on your toes. Sariel and Vanden just start moving rocks out of the way. And Vanden sticks his sword down under one of them and just starts levying them out of the way.
Look how brave you're being. You're being so good right now. I know.
And it takes about 15 minutes, but you manage to dig its hind legs out enough that it starts kicking and writhing and pulls away and sort of shakes its huge body off and sort of stands up. It looks okay. Like it's obviously a little bit bruised and battered from the cave in, but it looks okay.
Can we lead it out?
Is it going to fit through the hole?
Yeah. Astra, do you want to take the lead?
Sure.
Saw what these things did last time. I don't want to get too close to the mouth.
It's okay. I will walk like next to its head, like so with a hand on top of the snout and just squish. Go on, this way. Start leading it back out.
You lead it back out to the rock pile and you see the Goliaths have moved a few more, but the Drake itself just sort of like big feet up on the rock pile and just thuds its head into them and knocks a few loose. And the Goliaths are like, hey!
Think of all of you move back. Just for a moment.
We hear you! And they sort of step back on the other side
I'm
and
gonna go to the Drake and just be like, now I've heard that you can do big, fancy, like, lightning things, can't you?
so one slitted eye just sort of like turn, look at you.
Why don't you try that on the rocks? It might be a bit faster for you. Yeah. Oh, now move back.
You move all the way back. And it just
collapse the tunnel.
it exhales like a cone of lightning onto the rocks. And they all like shatter into smaller pieces and collapse down into like a pile of rubble that you can pick through.
Very impressive. Good job.
And sort of picks over them. And the Goliath on the other side is like, buddy! Oh! Comes up to it, he's like, oh, I missed you. Puts his arms around its head. And he'll sort of bring it out of the tunnels back towards the plateau outside. As you head back towards the village of itself, the ground begins to shake violently once more. You're sort of behind the group and the Drake, staying back, and a deafening cracking sound starts to splinter beneath your feet. You see this thick, wide crack spreading rapidly, faster than any of you can move. Could everybody make me a dex save?
Oh no. I hope so. I've got +4. 6.
18.
15.
Okay. Most of you move out of the way, but Astra, you find the crack just widening underneath you, pieces of rock falling out, and you slip down into it.
No! I got high heels, man. Like.
Yeah, you slide down about 15 feet into it, and you feel this immense heat rising from underneath you. You stop suspended between the two sides of rock, and there's this orange glare. Glancing down, you can see you're hanging over a river of magma, exposed some 40 feet below you. Astra! You're gonna take 3 points of fire damage, so half to 1. As the heat just rises out of this crack, everyone can see this glow pulsing from inside it. Vanden doesn't hesitate to come and look down and say, "You're okay." "Yes." You've got the rope.
Of course.
How far down is he again?
15 feet.
I'm just gonna start trying to climb, like, turn my back against one of the walls, feet on the other side.
Make me an acrobatics.
Oh no. Guidance. Nat 20.
Oh,
So 24.
nice.
Unperturbed.
Okay. Astra starts to just shift, reassuring you he's okay. And like with feet up on one wall and your hands braced against the others, you could just kind of climb up until you can reach your arm out enough.
Reach
to
your hand
grab
out
you.
for him.
And the three of them can haul you up together.
You okay? I think that woke me more than your coffee did. Right. I'm fine. Just everyone watch your step.
Okay. You pick over the crack and make your way outside. You see the Drake, several Goliaths now tending to it to make sure it's okay. And Kuori, who comes up to you and is like, "We thank you."
It's not safe to stay here.
"No, I don't think so."
Not for now, at least.
As you say that, another Goliath comes running down the mountain path from the other side of the town. She's like, "Something bad's happening at the heart of the volcano. I don't think there's very much time. You know, Cora, you were saying about the eruption being days away. I think today, if something isn't done."
Well, how do we get there?
The others went up there. We need to move.
And Corey turns to her and is like, "You up the volcano, fetch whoever's gone up there. We just sent a group of people up there. Our people. You evacuate them. You lead them out of here. We can't make it to the heart of the volcano. So, if you are willing to do this."
Yes.
"Okay,
Of course.
I will evacuate my people. We'll head for Arcoris and the other local villages.
Get
Warn them if
everyone
we
else.
have time. If you head up the other path, you'll find another cave mouth. Maybe quarter-mile up. That heads inside. The heart of the volcano, you'll find a stone bridge. It's getting brittle, so be careful. I don't know what you're gonna find there, but we did find these. He digs out a potion that looks like it's got sort of fire swirling inside it. This should give one person some sort of resistance against the heat. If you manage to put the sentinel back to sleep, many people will owe you their lives. You'll be in your debt. Please, go swiftly. We'll offer out.
Take the potion and just pop it in the bag for now.
He doesn't hesitate after that. He just turns around and starts ordering people out of the town to grab what they can and evacuate.
Astra's going to touch you and you, Sariel, with his hands on her shoulder, and put his tail's just going to tap you at the same time. Just, we should probably get a move on, shouldn't we? And using my 4th level spell slot, I'm going to cast Long Strider on all of us.
Ooh, okay.
So that means that we all have, for an hour, and it's not concentration, we all have an extra 10 foot of movement now.
Nice.
Okay, move faster. Okay. Whatever it takes, we can do this. You move swiftly up towards the volcano. You find the second cave mouth without much problem, and you dip into it. You can see this is clearly a much less used tunnel. You move down into it. The deeper you delve, the more sweltering it gets. There's an odd distortion of heat haze in the air as the lava flows through, and you see pockets of like hole in the tunnel in the rock down to like rivers of magma. They cast an intense orange light about the place whenever you can see them. The combination makes your vision swim, but sheer determination presses the group of us onwards. After about 20 minutes of moving fast through these tunnels heading downwards, you see an intense orange light pouring out at the end of it as you turn a corner. The tunnel opens out into a large high chamber. No roof, smoke billowing upwards towards the sky, and the intense heat of the volcano's heart hits you like a physical wave. Sweat beads at your foreheads, the choking heat of the air around you making it difficult to breathe. In the center of the volcano, a flat, dark rock floor is surrounded by a river of slow-moving lava. It bubbles and groans and pushes up the solid magma surface, thick as treacle, glowing like the inside of a furnace. Towering rock formations jut out of the ground, built up with years of flowing molten rock heating and then cooling again. Ahead of you, you see this small stone bridge, brittle looking, crossing the lake of magma to a even smaller rocky plateau right in the heart.
I'm going to take the potion out of my bag and just press it into Sariel's hands. I'm like, you should probably drink this now.
I think I have something that can help me with that. So, if one of you wants to take it.
Cassian, I can get my wings out and get above this.
Sure.
Give it to Cassian then.
Right, you now have an hour of fire resistance.
Ooh.
Sariel will sort of hold her hands over her chest, and this sort of orangey arcane energy will glow from her hands, and she will cast protection from energy on herself.
Okay.
And so she also has resistance to fire for an hour.
Nice. Okay. As you approach across this first rocky plateau, somehow brighter than the glow of the magma is an unexpected and concerning sight. On the smaller plateau in the center of the magma lake, you see a wide ritual circle, shimmering with red arcane power, emblazoned with curious symbols. It's been drawn there on the center of the stone floor. Kneeling next to it, a very familiar figure stands. You see the greasy blonde hair and small blouse as Chloe turns to face you.
No. What?
She looks up and a manic smile takes over her features. She laughs, the sound choked and broken. Something told me you would come here. Her face twists in delight. It's no matter. Time's already running out.
What are you doing here?
He's coming.
Chloe, what are you doing?
She stands up. I'll finish you off quickly.
Oh, try it.
I would like you to roll initiative.
Oh, jeez.
Ooh! I knew her greasy hair was bad.
Just had a feeling.
Okay, Astra.
In that 22.
Nice. Cassian.
9.
Sariel.
18.
Astra. You are up first. You are across the bridge from where Chloe is in the centre at the summoning circle.
Cool. I am going to move as far as I can, so I've got 40 foot of movement now.
Yes. So, as you step onto the bridge,
40.
as you step onto the bridge, make me an athletics or acrobatics check to cross it safely.
Guidance. 11.
11. Okay. You get 5 foot onto the bridge
Okay.
and are forced down onto your knees to try and cross it.
Okay.
The heat lifting from the magma river is so intense that it slows you down just with, like, sort of creeps in like exhaustion wants to take you. You're going to have to move at half speed.
Okay, so I go
So it was
regular to there.
Just like
15. So you'd get like maybe to there.
Okay. And then so I'll use my, because I got a hasted action for getting that 20.
Yep.
So I can use my first action to dash.
So you can move another 20 feet.
So that'll get me off. I'll jump to the side rather than
Cool.
straight off the bridge, yeah. A little bit further back. Just there.
Just hops off.
And my second action,
You cast guidance on yourself.
the first time.
to roll your athletics check.
Yeah.
Yeah, guidance is an
second
action.
So you use your second action to dash across the bridge.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Patrick is going to move up to the bridge as well. No, you know what? He's just going to come round to this side, just and climb up onto that rock.
Mr. Ranged.
As he does so, he stops within 10 foot of the lava. And you see him just sag slightly and be like, oh, this is hot. Don't get too close to it. And you know what? He's going to take a shot.
Hell yeah.
Do it.
I've got the shot.
He's got a shot. He's going to stay there and he's going to take a shot at Chloe.
Nice.
I won't hesitate.
Bitch!
That, I believe, is going to hit. Okay. You see the bullet pierce through her shoulder and erupt out the other side, and where there would be blood, there's just like a yellow, sort of thick mucus that leaks down her front. She's like,
She's grease on the inside as well.
Sariel, it's your turn.
Oh god, okay. So Sariel's gonna move where she has line of sight and do something she's never done before. So this is a 300 foot range, so she can cast it from here. Just sweat dripping down her face, like, it's too hot in here. She's gonna clasp her hands together and a rain of like torrential hailstorm, like
Hell yeah.
like crashes down onto Chloe as she casts Ice Storm.
Oh,
Yeah.
Can she make a dex save?
okay.
Ice storm.
That is a 26.
Okay, she takes half. So that's 2d8s of bludgeoning. That's 14, so half to 7.
Yep.
And 4d6 of cold damage. 10, 13 halved, it's 6.
6.
And the area that she is in is difficult terrain until the end of my next turn.
Okay, what area is that? What, how?
So it's on her in a 20-foot cylinder.
Yep.
That is...
So 20-foot radius, 40 feet high.
20 foot is 4 squares out from her.
Okay, great.
In all
Yeah.
directions.
So not quite as far as Astra.
Yeah, but just until the end of my next turn.
Nice. Nice going, Sariel. Woo. You see her like looking up at the rain, sort of covering her face with her arms. It like hails down onto this circle that she's drawn onto the floor. The runes still glow through it perfectly fine. And then you hear a reverberating, crumbling sound from the far side of the volcano as a section of rock starts to move, peeling itself away from the wall. A hulking elemental made of molten rock and steam stands upright and stomps its way towards you.
No!
Hello?
Lava bubbles and cracks in its surface, and the heat you can feel just turns the hailstorm to steam as it starts to approach.
Oh no!
Hello?
Chloe looks up in fear as it appears in front of her, a quiet gasp on her lips, and her body twists and turns and curls in on itself and turns into a yellow-green mist.
Oh! No!
Now she's stinky.
Oh no!
It spreads out like a fog across the battlefield and starts to like lift upwards away from what she's doing.
Oh no.
The strange elemental creature is going to move.
Does it get affected by the ice storm?
Yeah, it's difficult terrain, so.
So it halves its movement. So it's going to end up right on the middle of the summoning circle.
Ah, a rock has been summoned.
Starts moving towards Astra. Like it just walks straight under the cloud of mist that was Chloe. Eyes sort of like rocky shaped eyes fixed on Astra. Not seeming to care who it's turned towards. Vanden's turn. He looks at this and he's like, that's not good. And he's, for his action, just going to put his wings out and fly. So
Where is his wing?
Yeah, get his wings.
So he's flying, but he's here. And all he's gonna do, that's his action. So bonus action, cast Hunter's Mark onto the elemental.
Nice.
Cassian, it's your turn.
For now,
Yeah.
Cassian's gonna move this way.
Okay.
Where he's got a line of sight on this funny fellow
Yep.
and
This Power Rangers villain.
this Power Rangers villain, and not wanting to get into the fray just yet. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's Eldritch Blast. Well, one of those are 2 on the dice, so I doubt it hits, but the other one's a 21.
That hits.
Get him, get him, get him!
Ooh, 13 points of force damage.
Nice. As you approach the other side, 2 more creatures erupt out of the magma flow.
Pardon.
It spurts and splashes from the river, and these 2 large reptilian humanoid shapes emerge from the magma. They have bright yellow-orange skin and black eyes, and they hold weapons out towards you, long snake-like tongues flicking out of their mouths as they hiss defensively.
Hi.
Oh no!
No!
Oh,
Both of them! Oh no! Why did I go this way?
The salamanders have entered the fight.
No!
Okay. The first one is going to move straight up to Cassian.
Oh
The other one will move
Patrick.
up to Patrick.
Oh, no.
Mr.
Salamander.
Salamander!
Mr. Salamander.
Mr. Salamander's going to make his first attack against Cassian.
Oh, Mr. Mando.
With a spear. That's a... Why did I make that? I made my 2 attacks, okay. So the first one is a natural 20.
Christ.
F.
You're going to take 8 points of piercing damage. And then...
Oh no.
2 points of fire damage. Reduced to 1 because you drank the potion.
Oh, yay. Was that piercing damage doubled as well?
Oh yeah, yes it was. So yeah, so 2 fire damage and
Another 8.
another 8, so 16 points of...
Yeah.
Oh go.
Hurt me,
18
Daddy.
points of damage. and the second attack was a 21.
Which also hits.
Miss Mando, no.
For 16 more points of damage, but the fire was halved, so 13 points of damage.
Okay. Ow.
It's half your hit points.
That's
gone.
half my hit points.
Jesus.
The other one is going to swing at Patrick. not as good, but I believe they both still hit. One of them does. Okay. And the other one swings a spear out and like stabs at Patrick's side. You see. Yeah, Cassian, you're close enough to see. You see the spear seems to deflect off his waistcoat like he's wearing armour. Back at the top of your round, Astra. Can you make me a Constitution saving throw?
Yes.
It's a natural 1. It's a natural 1. Okay, you have half speed for this round.
Okay.
And you are going to take 4, so 2 points of fire damage for being stood so close to the edge.
Okay. So, as a bonus action, Astra's going to be playing his lute and cast Mantle of Inspiration.
Okay.
So, once more, the 3 of you get 8 temporary hit points.
Bless you.
Thank you.
That's one of his bloody inspirations. And then for his action, can that creature make me a Wiz 14 save, please?
The big one in the middle. Yeah. Whiz save. What's it gonna be? A natural 1.
More like whiff save.
Whip save.
So it takes 9 psychic damage.
Oh, okay.
And has to walk away from
And
you.
has to walk away.
Off I go.
Immediately uses speed as far as it allows to get away from me.
Still difficult terrain.
Yeah.
So like that far.
Okay.
Bye.
We don't want to get into this fight.
It lets out like
I'm on my way.
Actually, its language is draconic. You would hear it. It yells out essentially to like stay out of its volcano.
Oh no.
Oh,
no.
whoops.
Oh no.
Get out me home.
We just want to stop whatever's happening here. In Draconic, back to it.
Patrick's turn.
Patrick.
He's. Oh dear.
Oh no.
Oh no, he has the gunslinger feat. He does not have disadvantage because he's.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Right, Patrick's gonna turn to this thing. Be like, but you don't take fire damage. And his 2. Oh, he only takes fire attack. What am I doing? That's gonna hit.
Yes.
Okay. Takes a shot, like, straight into the chest of the elemental in front of him. It doesn't do as much as he'd hoped, but it's something. Sariel.
Okay. So this spell says it can be up to like length, up to width, up to like
Yeah, so
height.
you can shape it the way
I
you
can shape
want.
it however I want. Cool. She'll raise her staff up to conjure a mass of water above the salamanders
Nice.
and come crashing down on top of them as she casts Tidal Wave.
Nice.
Can they make dex saves, please?
Okay. One of them is a 21.
Yeah.
The other one's a 6.
So one of them will take full damage, one will take half of 4d8s of bludgeoning damage as this wave
Right.
crashes down on top of them.
They have to make a strength, don't they?
On a successful save. So the one that failed the save is knocked prone.
Nice.
Oh, whiff. 13 points of bludgeoning damage for the full amount, so 6 points for the one who beat it. So one of them is prone. The water spreads out in all directions, extinguishing unprotected flames in the area within 30 feet, and then vanishes.
Right.
I know it's lava, but like...
Yeah, it's not a flame. It
That's
will
fine.
run into the magma river, and just like this huge plume of steam starts to lift. I am going to make Astra, Vanden, and Patrick make a con save for the heat.
I'm sorry.
It's a 13.
Okay. Astra, you are going to take 1 point of fire damage. You can't halve 1, so. But then, Mr. Patrick, 1 point, and Vanden succeeded, so half it. can't have one. Everybody takes 1 point of fire damage.
Yay!
Or heat damage.
And she's gonna start moving across the bridge.
Okay.
40 feet or movement.
Make an acrobatics or athletics check.
Oh, no. Acrobatics it is, lads!
Not out of mine.
That's 20! Ooh, for 21!
Nice, you just run across the bridge. Light-footed, you dart to the other side.
Yes!
And you've probably seen by now that Astra is taking heat damage being so close to the magma, so you can just move towards the
I
centre.
should have moved to my last go, but I forgot, so.
We always forget the movement
I
until
thought you were just
oh!
taking it like a champ. Astra like, oh, it's quite nice, isn't it?
Okay. The big thing.
The big thing turns back around.
Turns back around. And is going to go straight for Sariel around the outskirts of the difficult terrain. How long does it last?
Oh, it's the difficult,
it's gone
difficult
now.
train's gone now, yeah.
It's going to come right up to you. And it's going to slam you.
Oh no.
Slam.
Luckily, that is only an 11.
That's fine, that doesn't hit. Should
Nice.
duck out the way.
However, it's going to stop on you. So it keeps moving as it tries to slam you, and just stops in your space. So as it does, you're gonna take 9 points of fire damage, so half to 5,
Ow.
and you're on fire. Sariel's outfit just catches fire.
When you need to make concentration checks for your protection from
Yeah.
energy.
Oh no! DC is
10.
10?
10.
Protection from energy's gone. Thanks, Jason.
Your concentration, you feel it drop as your body catches
On fire!
Okay. Chloe's turn.
Shouldn't have trusted you when you had a Y in your name.
Why is it there?
It's gonna drift this way,
Hello.
Oh.
towards Vanden.
He's still up in the air.
Is
Is
she
she
up
in
in
the air
there?
as well?
She's in the air as well.
Okay.
Oh.
And he's got to make a constitution save.
Mm. Oh.
Cool. So Vanden is poisoned
Oh no.
No.
and incapacitated.
Oh,
Oh,
god!
no.
He's just gonna fall.
He's going to fall on his turn. Yeah, you see the mist just move over Vanden where his wings are out, up in the air, and he just and just passes out.
Oh god.
And he starts to drop. On his turn, he will fall the 20 feet. So he will take 4 points of bludgeoning damage. He hits the ground, and that's the end of the poison effect, so he can get up again. You see him just close to the edge. He's going to make another constitution save. He's got half movement. He's just like, I'm okay. And he's gonna look around himself. He's got a hunter's mark on the thing in front of Sariel. He's gonna cast a chaos bolt.
Ooh.
He casts it out, and you see this ball of arcane energy like fly across towards this thing, flickering and changing its damage type as it goes. It lands on fire as it hits the creature,
Okay.
and it's just consumed into the elemental. And the elemental starts to swell.
No! That is on Sariel.
Where it is.
Oh.
He's too little!
Do its hit points swell as well?
It grows another size larger.
Okay.
Cassian.
Cassian reaches into his pouch, pulls out his little diamond with the undead eyeball in it, spins it between his fingers, leans into the weird salamander thing that is come up from him, and says, "Chase me, why don't you?" Casts Shadow of Moil on himself, and that is wreathed in black fire and just boop moves backwards.
Nice. Is it smart enough to be scared of that? They're not unintelligent, so it's not smart enough to be scared of that. It's going to try and hit you with its spear as you escape.
Go on. It's at disadvantage.
At disadvantage.
Because I'm heavily obscured.
Also
concentrating.
15.
Nope.
Nice. Yeah, it just jabs out towards you, but you feel the spear just like graze past your side and not hit you.
So as far as you want to move?
Yeah, actually I'll... 10,
40 feet, baby.
20, 25, 35, 40. I will, use my full 40 feet of movement then. So I can start coming over to where the actual is.
The salamanders.
Salamander.
So this one obviously will get up. Annoyed. That one will again make 2 attacks at Patrick. First one with the spear is going to hit. Second one with the tail is not going to hit. You see the spear find what must be a gap in his, you suppose, invisible armour and just slide under it. He's like, the other one will pursue Cassian. How much movement do you get, little thing? 30 feet.
Hee, it can't catch me.
Not quite close enough. Okay. Astra. Make me a constitution save.
Oh god! I'm gonna move away, I keep forgetting about this. 9.
9. Okay, you're gonna take 2 reduced to 1 point of fire damage. Standing too close and you've got half your movement.
Okay. Then I will just move away from the edge.
Yeah, just
where do you wanna go?
towards Sariel?
Yeah, towards Sariel a little
Like
bit.
you can. That is up in the air. So where do you want to end up?
There is fine, yeah, that's good. And then I'm going to look directly up at the mist above me. Can I make me a Wits 14 save, please?
That is 14, I'm afraid.
That's fine, so the next half.
Okay.
Chloe, why don't you come down and fight me properly? 9 psychic damage.
Nice. Okay.
What are you doing?
That was Dissonant Whispers, sorry.
Okay.
And then Bramble enters the fray. I'm going to have Bramble fly to the thing that's on top of Sariel.
Yeah. I'm assuming from under your hood.
From under my hood,
Yeah.
yeah. And then it's going to Euphoria Breath.
Okay.
Can you make me a DC 11 whiz save, please?
A whiz save for the weird. It makes it.
Okay. Just gets breathed on. Bramble's invisible.
Nice. Okay. Patrick Pulver. He's gonna look at this one in front of him, look over at the one engulfing Sariel, and seeing that it's much larger than her now, just take a shot at it.
Bless him.
He's got the shock.
He's got the shot.
Guess lad.
Okay. A bullet like strikes through it, like splatters of lava coming out the back of it. It's looking kind of rough.
Nice.
Sariel, it's your turn. You are on fire. You're going to take 1d10 fire damage for being on fire. You're going to take 7 points of fire damage. Reduced to...
Not
oh no, you've
reduced.
dropped 7 points. And you are still on fire. You can take your turn as normal. It's in your space, but you can move away from it.
Is it an action to pat the fire out?
Yes.
And sorry, it's still in my space?
Yes. Right up in front of you.
She will hold up her staff and pull a moonbeam down onto it. Yes.
Okay.
3rd level. Can I make a constitution saving throw?
Moonbeam.
Oh, it fails.
Thank God! That's 3d10s of radiant damage. Woo. And Sarah is concentrating.
Can't even take the whole moonbeam.
Oh my God! Hang on, so 23 points of radiant damage.
Goes down.
Oh, hell yeah.
It
Moonbeam
explodes.
just pulls down on top of it, and the elemental like bursts with shimmering radiant energy, and
Oh shit, yeah.
it goes down.
Brother.
Oh, boy, there's a lot happening.
Yes.
So hang on. Chloe's still up in the air?
Yeah.
Can't Misty Step. I've already used a spell. So that was my last level, third level spell slot.
But it's still on the thing, isn't it?
What?
It's still on the board though, so
Yeah. I guess that's my turn.
Okay.
Can't really pat myself out as a bonus action.
It will descend onto Astra and Vanden.
Has Vanden's hunter's mark gone?
Oh, I didn't roll that.
Well, I mean,
the
because the
creature's
creature's gone.
No, but it doesn't drop.
Oh, okay, cool.
No, and it's not.
Cool.
Sorry, yes it is.
Oh.
No, it did drop when he went incapacitated.
Shame.
Yeah, it's gonna...
Get out the lava.
Oh my god.
Okay. It moves into Vanden's space again. But he makes his con save
Good.
this
Hell
time.
yeah.
Nice.
Okay, it's his turn. He's just gonna look around himself. And he's just like... They've got elementals, we've got elementals. And he's gonna use the Stone of Controlling Earth Elemental.
Oh, hell yeah!
Got a 90-foot summoning range.
Oh, shit!
So he's gonna summon it. That one can't catch Cassie. He's gonna summon it behind the one in front of Patrick. So actually, like...
Flank! Yeah!
Flonk.
He's gonna use his action to conjure Earth Elemental.
Damn.
Hell yes!
This like towering figure made of rock emerges out of the ground. It's like "Wah!" down at the salamander. It's gonna try and slam the salamander.
Come on,
Slamamander.
Okay, the salamander just ducks under one giant rocky
That's
fist.
advantage for Patrick, isn't it?
I wouldn't say that a summoned elemental could.
Okay. It's an ally.
Yeah, okay. I'll let it have that. No.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, the elemental just ducks out the way as one giant stony fist comes down and tries to knock it. Vanden will then simply take off and fly further away, trying to distract the mist. He's in the air over there now. Cassian.
Cassian will hop onto the bridge where he's got line of sight on the mist and fire 2 Eldritch Blasts at it
Okay.
because he can. Ooh, one's a dirty 20, one's a 25.
Okay, both hit.
Hell yeah. Misty Chloe takes. Come back here. 8, 12, 20 points of force damage.
Oof. Okay. You see, just kind of like with the living spell, the force damage like punch a hole through the mist temporarily.
Yes. Good.
The salamanders. You're just up on the end of the bridge.
The salamander is welcome to come get me.
And it will.
I hope nobody chases me.
Okay.
No.
It chases you up onto the bridge. At disadvantage, it will try and hit you with the spear.
Yeah.
You saved yourself from a crit with that disadvantage.
Ooh.
Still gonna hit.
That's fine.
Oh no!
Oh no, what a shame.
So you're gonna take 10 points of piercing damage and 2 points of fire damage.
So 12. Salamander takes 10 points of necrotic damage
Nice.
as Shadow of Moil lashes out at it.
Nice.
And I roll a crit on my con save. It is still up.
It will try and hit you the second time.
Well,
Yeah, that's a dirty 20.
it takes another 10 points of necrotic damage.
Okay. So you're going to take 2d6 plus 4, 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oof.
And then an additional 7, so 3 fire damage.
Oof.
And you are
Cassian.
grappled.
Very rough.
Ooh.
You are considered restrained.
Okay, and... Oh, my spell is gone.
No! The fiery tail of the elemental wraps around you.
Little help!
The other one is going to make a spear attack against Patrick and a tail attack against the stone elemental. Jams its spear into Patrick's side again. He looks fine.
He knows exactly the one area to hit now.
Yeah. Jabs it like, even further into the wound it was already in. Lashes its tail out at the stone elemental, but doesn't get it. Astra.
Heckety heck.
Hear Cassian screaming for help behind you as he's wrapped in this fire elemental.
So I'm going to turn and cast a healing word towards Cassian at 2nd level. 2d4 plus 3. You get back 9 hit points.
Thank you!
Very welcome. And then move forward across the painting on the floor.
Yep.
And then turn back round as I'm going to be casting Mantle of Majesty on myself.
So you want to cross the other side?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I have now got concentration ring on me for Mantle of Majesty, so this ethereal glow starts coming as strands of Astra's hair start to shimmer and shine.
Okay. Patrick's turn. Patrick is taking such a battering that he's going to risk an opportunity attack to move away from the salamander.
Where to?
Just 30 feet away from it. Yeah.
Yeah, back here.
He will take the opportunity attack, which definitely hits.
Oof.
Oh, it's a heavy one as well.
Oh.
I'd say essentially as the spear twists and rips back out of him where it's been jabbed into him. He looks a little bit rough, but he's doing pretty good still. As he takes 21 points of damage from the spear. Okay, and then he's going to take a shot at the one that's grappling Cassian.
Oh.
Just turn his gun around and take a shot. He's got the shot. Does it hit? It hits!
Hey!
Ten points of damage.
Nice.
Sariel.
How rough is the salamander on Cassian looking?
Neither of them look rough at all.
Ugh. Jeebs.
That one has taken 2 hits, whereas the other one has taken 1.
Okay. She's going to move the moonbeam onto it.
Okay.
So it's not gonna hit Cassian, but to move it there. Please to stand up.
Okay. Just
stand up.
just off Cassian where
Yep.
its tail is grappling him.
Can it make a Constitution saving throw?
It can.
What did it get?
19.
Oh, okay. It'll take half of 3d10s.
Whew.
10, 19. So half to 9
Yes.
radiant damage.
Nice.
Good.
Okay.
Do I want to do anything else? I'll stay where I am for a minute.
Okay. Chloe. You know what? You're dangerous.
Oh, she can't come for you.
Comes towards Sariel. Can you make me a Constitution saving throw?
Oh no.
Oh dear.
10?
10. You have been poisoned and you are now incapacitated.
Oh god.
Until the start of Chloe's next
Oh
turn.
jeeps.
Okay. Vanden, with the mist now having moved away, is gonna fly straight over to Cassian
Hello.
and say, "Give me your hand!" and grab onto you and try and pull you out of the grapple.
Come on, buddy.
A natural 1! No! It's a 7, but he's tugging at you, and the salamander's tail just grips tighter around you.
We're just holding hands now.
That's the end of his turn. Cassian, you will take 2d6 fire damage simply for being grappled.
Okay.
So that's 6 points of fire damage.
Okay. Just still holding on to Vanden is going to say, sorry, it's going to get a little bit chilly. Cast Armour of Agathis on himself and get 20 temporary hit points.
Okay.
And that's his turn.
The salamanders. The one that is engaged with Cassian.
Oh, I'm so happy for you.
Until the grapple ends, the salamander can automatically deal damage with its tail without rolling.
Okay.
So that's going to be 11 points of bludgeoning
It
damage.
takes 20 points of cold damage.
Okay.
Nice.
And then another 10 points of fire damage, so 5. It's vulnerable to cold, so it took 10, it took 20.
No, it took 20, so it took 40.
It took 40.
good.
Ooh, it's still up, but only barely.
Very early.
Every time.
Literally every time. Okay. You see the cold like creep up over its body. You're still grappled.
It's in the moon beam still, so it takes moon beam damage.
In which case, it probably isn't still up. Go, just roll it.
12 points.
Even halved, it's not up. It goes down.
Yes.
No longer restrained.
Okay.
Cassian just buckles a little bit as he gets dropped.
The other one, sensing no point in fighting another elemental, is going to move away straight through the fire. Oof.
Okay. Show off.
Uh-oh.
Straight up to Sariel.
Uh-oh.
The elemental is a summon, so
Does it get opportunity attacks?
same as familiars, yeah. The elemental's going to move up to Sariel and take 2 attacks. The salamander's going to move up to Sariel and take 2 attacks. So the first one is misses, natural 1. Second one's only a 10.
Oh, God. Amazing.
Okay.
She's somehow poisoned and incapacitated. Leans out the way.
The elemental is now, unfortunately, not a very good place to do anything.
Bonk.
Bonk.
So I guess it's just gonna
Make its way to the bridge.
Making my way.
Oh no, do not get on the bridge.
Vanden's flying.
Huh?
Vanden's flying. So it's, you know, I guess it is large though.
Yeah, that's what I mean, the elemental will break the bridge.
Yep. Okay. The volcano rumbles again.
Thought you were putting the volcano into the initiative then. I was like, what?
It's the volcano's turn.
The volcano rumbles. Each one of these points, like the tall spikes, spits out hot air.
Oh no.
Cassian and the elemental
Is 136 straight?
make a dex save.
Seven.
You're both going to take a d8 of fire damage.
It's half these.
Yeah, but went to
Okay. So 4.
Oh
No!
Oh F.
No more cold damage. No more spells.
And the lava itself will bubble and spit. So I guess Vanden and Cassian again.
Oh God.
Make me another dex save.
17.
17. You make it. I'd say, yeah, you just duck down and away from the bridge.
Okay.
And escape any further fire damage. You see Vanden hit with flies right past him, the searing heat sort of burns at his coat. At this point, comes crawling out of the lava.
Oh no.
No!
Ah!
In multiple directions. Small
Christ.
magma-like creatures. The 2 magma mephits joining the fight.
They should go home.
Astra.
Can Chloe make me a Wiz 14 save, please, as I cast command as a bonus action through my
Makes it
being
an advantage. Yes. A natural 20.
She just hears Astra's voice then just saying sleep, and obviously won't. And then for my action. So yeah, then I will. The cloak that Astra is wearing will glow, and then these 4 beads of light will come out of it and aim towards the 2 little guys, the cloud, and also the salamander in front of Sariel as he casts fairy fire through it. Can you make me a Dex 14 save, please?
So I'll make Chloe's first advantage. Yeah, makes it. Oh, double 15s. Oof. And then the 2 little creatures both fail. And finally the salamander. It was a Dex save, yeah? It's a 12, so the salamander fails as well.
Great. So they're all fairy fired.
Nice.
Nice.
And then I'm going to see if Bramble gets his little smoke back. He does.
Nice.
So Bramble enters the fray and is going to try and breathe on the smoke. Euphoria breath on Chloe.
Okay.
Can she make me a save, please?
Still advantage.
Do you want him here?
Yes, she
Only
can.
11, so.
Yeah, that was more than 20.
Okay.
One day she'll roll bad.
Yeah.
Not this day.
Mr. Patrick.
Mr. Pulver.
Might as well run back
Go back to his little vantage point.
Yep.
and take a pot shot against the salamander in front of Sariel.
Yeah.
Advantage. Nice, definitely hits.
Yes.
So nice. A shot strikes straight through its chest. Sarah used it like caught in the other side of the elemental and then the bullet dissolving inside it. See, these are not doing as much as he would like because they are just bullets.
Bullet.
Just bullets, you know.
Just bullets, don't even worry about it. It's the first time we've ever seen them in game, but.
Like,
Yeah.
it's just
Just don't
bullets.
worry about it.
Yeah.
Okay, Sariel, your turn.
I'm incapacitated.
Yes, you are. Okay.
Next.
Next.
Can you not get up?
I am up, I just can't do anything.
Okay, Chloe's turn.
Astra's turn.
She's gonna move over here.
No!
She's just away, huh?
Nope. Seeing the big one down and everyone else engaged with other things, Chloe is going to turn back into herself. You see, she turns back into human Chloe.
Okay.
And leans down with her hands on the summoning circle.
Oh no.
And she starts to chant.
No.
And you hear her chanting in this same guttural, twisted, abyssal language that you heard the creatures in the town chanting in. And then she calls out, "Faster off!" That's gonna be her turn.
Oh no!
Okay.
Vanden's turn.
Vanden's turn.
Fly over here and protect Sariel. You are now no longer incapacitated, so he has advantage.
Hey.
Oh my god!
Just hits, okay. And he is going to take 9 points of damage in return as the fire spits out of its body. He makes eye contact with you, Sariel, and just sort of shrugs his shoulder and swims again whilst he's got advantage.
Crit! Yes!
Yes.
Get it, lad!
So you know what? Let's add a precision dice to this.
Why
Yes!
not?
16, 26 points of damage.
Yes!
Okay. And he will again in return take another 9 points of fire damage. You know what? This time he will action surge.
Yes.
It's advantage, baby.
Get it.
Yeah.
Get it.
Yes.
Yes.
And again. That one doesn't hit. Bonus action attack. It's a crit. It's 12, but it's halved, so 6. Okay. He's still taking a chunk of damage. So he did 3 more attacks. Fuck.
Oh, amazing. Buddy, you good?
He's looking a little rough.
We all look at a little rough.
As explosions of fire erupt backwards out over his blade with every hit that he makes. Cassian, it's your turn.
Boobity boop! Misty step. Whoop. And then we'll use his movement to shuffle along this way a little bit. And for his action, 1 Eldritch Blast on the Salamander, 1 Eldritch Blast on Chloe.
Nice.
So advantage on the Salamander. Oh dear. Oh no. That's, oh, 13.
Doesn't hit, I'm afraid.
And just straight on Chloe. A natural 1.
Natural 1.
Wow, he is
He's feeling rough.
he is feeling pretty rough.
Okay.
Cries out in frustration. Ah!
The salamander. Dun.
Dun.
He's gonna swing out at Vanden with a spear.
Jeez.
Doesn't quite hit. Yeah, swing at Sarah with his tail, which is a 19.
Shield.
Nice. You throw the shield up and you block its tail. It like cracks against it.
Mm-hmm.
Cracks against it. The methods.
Little bastards.
No. We'll move to
Oh!
Method the first.
Oh, no.
Is going to expend a fire breath onto 15-foot cone. Sariel and Vanden, please make me a dex save.
Oh, Christ. 8.
8. Okay, you're going to take full damage, Vanden will take half. So you're going to take 9 points. And he will take 4. He's looking pretty damn rough. That's what it's going to do. The other one's going to claw at Cassian.
No.
9.
No.
It's like spitting bits of lava off its body. Astra.
So much happening. His full attention is on Chloe chanting. Can she please make me a Wiz 14 save as I cast 3rd level Dissonant Whispers?
Oh, no longer at advantage.
Oh,
Yes.
She's
interesting.
not in mist form.
Yes.
2.
Yes! It's 5d6.
And she has to run away.
And she has to run away in the opposite direction, which will lead her through
Opportunity attack.
opportunity attacks. So in her head, she'll just hear Astra's voice just, you don't play with people the way that you do. Make friends with them and do this. 5, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 psychic damage.
Nice.
Where's she running?
Is she 30 feet of movement?
Yes.
5, 10, 20, 30, unless she goes like that way. She just needs to get away from Astra.
She won't run somewhere dangerous.
No.
The bridge is dangerous, so I guess she'd run this way as far as she can. Okay.
And then a bonus action is my command.
Yep.
And as she gets away, I guess, just sleep. Which is
another
Wiz 14.
It's cocked. She makes it, I'm afraid.
Okay, that's fine. And then let me just see if Bramble gets his breath back. He don't.
Okay.
It's brambling.
Patrick's going to take a leaf out of your book and take a shot at Chloe. Just turns his gun, takes a shot towards her. That's going to hit.
Yes.
So that's 9, 13, but halved to 6, as his bullet doesn't do as much as he'd hoped. And you see his face like, not human, and just start reloading his gun now. Sariel.
She'll look at Vanden and say, remember the Cranwells? She'll move the moonbeam onto Chloe.
Yep.
She's a shape changer, so she has disadvantage on the save.
Nice.
Oh, if you put it a bit further as well, if Mephit would be in it as well.
Let's put the Mephit in there as well.
Yeah. So lift it up. There we go. Nice.
Get on there.
Okay, so she got disadvantage on the save.
Yep.
What kind of save is it?
Sorry, it's con save.
Con save. That's a 14.
She makes it, but takes half of 3d10s of radiant.
What about Mr. Mephit?
18 halved is 9 radiant damage.
9 for her. The Mephit is a natural 1.
So 18 points of radiant damage.
Ooh, okay. We're still just up.
Oh no!
Just.
Bastard.
Okay. Chloe, however, as the moonbeam strikes her, you see her body start to change again. Oh no. She stares directly at Sariel, an unsettling grin forming across her features. Starts to twitch, her legs rippling as though worms were wriggling inside them. The skin on one side of her face starts to sag downwards, misshapen and distorted as though it was made of melting wax. Her pallor shifts to a nauseating yellow. The rest of her body starting to droop and bubble like her face. You watch, horrified, as her form stretches and extends to nearly 7 feet tall. Transformation complete, a grotesque sight stands before you. Chloe's body is morphed into an oozing yellow pillar, constantly melting and piling back up like a sickening living candle. 8 writhing tentacle-like appendages squirm out of the body, and a sinister scarlet eye blinks open in the center. The waxy slime slops off the creature and emits a foul odor, a sulphurous stench that threatens to choke all of you.
Oh god!
Alright.
Chloe has returned to her demon form. It's her turn.
And she takes moonbeam damage.
She do!
She do indeed, with disadvantage on the save. That's 13.
Shit. No, she makes it, damn it. So it's 3d10s of radiant damage halved. 22! Halved is 11 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
That's still pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
22.
Okay.
Oh, no.
So she will use her movement to just move out the moonbeam because it would be crazy for her to stay there. And flanking, she'll take 2 attacks against him. First one hits.
What's her face?
Oh no.
I don't like what's happening right now. I am uncomfortable with the energy we have created in the studio.
Is that just... Didn't see how much damage it was.
Oh.
Is that a crit I can see?
First attack takes him down.
Oh my god. No.
Okay. Second attack doesn't take him below half his hit point maximum, so you just lose 2 death saves.
Oh my fucking god.
Okay.
And now you have to make one.
It's his turn.
Oh my god!
Makes it.
Okay.
Cassian.
It's gonna be sick.
Fuck this method. Running over,
just fucking skids to his knees. I'll take the opportunity attack.
Okay. So 14 doesn't hit.
Miss. Down on his knees, into his pack, pulls out a potion of healing. Don't you dare die on me! And shoves it in his mouth.
Okay.
It's the full action to give it to him.
Yep.
10 hit points. And
He's
just
back on his feet.
lifts him up to his feet.
Okay, I will say his wings drop away.
Yep.
Okay. Are you doing anything else?
I don't think I can. I don't have anything I can do. Just picks him up and fucking stares daggers at Chloe.
Okay, the salamander's gonna lash out with one attack towards you, Cassian. That's a... dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah.
No, sorry, that's a roll. Yeah, still is. So you're going to take 9 points of bludgeoning damage and 12 reduced to 6 points of fire damage.
Cassian is down.
Oh god. In which case, it's going to take the other attack against Vanden. It doesn't make any sense not to. Yep. He's down again.
Oh my god.
It's okay, the death saves reset.
Yeah.
The Mephit,
One of it's in Moonbeam.
One of them's a moonbeam.
one of it's in Moonbeam.
Uh, 20 points.
Yeah, it fails. It goes down.
Get out. Get out of here.
Vanden will automatically lose his dex save.
Against what?
The Mephit exploding
Oh fuck!
as it dies. So he's just gonna lose a death save.
Oh my god.
The other one is going to see the demon as the most dangerous thing here.
Huh.
And move
Nice.
towards it.
Oh, it's getting very busy over here.
And expel a cone of fire breath at Chloe.
Huh.
You know what, little Magman guy, you're alright.
You can say.
You've got rights.
She gets to use a death save.
Yeah, I'm gonna be sick.
Yeah.
Okay, she makes it, but she'll take half. Yeah. Okay. She's starting to look a little rough. Astra.
I'm going to use my movement to join this little clusterfuck
Oh god.
next to Vanden.
Okay, you have to move through the moon. No, you just slip past.
Yeah.
Yep.
And just place a hand on him and press cast Cure Wounds at 3rd level, my last 3rd level spell slot.
Okay.
So that's 3d8s. I'll come for you next, boyo. So that is... Oh my god, I can't count. 8, 9, 10, and 12 hit points back. And then on my knees, like looking up at Chloe, I'll just repent with my command word.
Ooh.
Interesting.
She's a very high will save. It's a 14.
That's my wit.
You see her, like, the sort of a jaw spreading in this nasty pile of ooze, just... Patrick's turn. Patrick's going to take a shot at Chloe because
Please.
it's less damage on both of them, but the other one doesn't, like, Chloe doesn't look like she's made of fire, so hopefully he can add more of his fire damage. Yeah, that's going to hit. So, where are my d10s? Where are my d10s?
Come on, Patrick.
You see an eruption of flame, like, spreading through it, and then the goo just, like, covers the wound again. But it does something. Sariel.
Just gonna crouch down next to Cassian her hands on either side of his face. Please, my darling, get up. I can't do this without you. And he will take the second level cure wounds. 11 points of healing. There's so little space here right now. I guess I'll just be ready to hit something.
Holding eye contact with Chloe. Like, look at me, not them.
Look over here.
Okay. She makes eye contact back. Can you please make me a wisdom saving throw?
You motherfucker.
What can she do?
Stuff.
I can't, it's 4.
Chloe casts Dominate Person.
Oh my god.
You're charmed for the duration. You have advantage on the saving throw.
Because of your cloak.
No, because of your cloak and because you're already fighting her.
Okay.
One more roll then. 5.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Two hoops.
You are charmed, and she has total and precise control of you. She can instruct you to do anything. She can instruct you to use your reaction, and you can make a new whiz save if you take damage. That's her action.
Does that count as something she's concentrating on, or is it just so I can put a ring on her?
It is indeed concentration.
Do we see this?
Make a perception check if you want to see it.
I'd like to see it. 16?
You see them make eye contact and a string of abyssal leave Chloe's nasty, gooey mouth. But I wouldn't say you could perceive anything that's happened, seeing as Astra hasn't done anything yet.
Okay.
Okay. Vanden's turn. He's going to try and shove her.
Oh!
He's going to make a contesting strength check to just try and shove her backwards.
In the lava.
A natural 20. Versus an 8. Vanden just gets back to his feet, shaking, clearly injured, and just shoves her backwards into the magma. You see her land solidly on top of it and just start to screech and writhe. She has fire resistance, but she's in there. But every round that she's in there, she will take 10 d10s of fire damage. I guess starting from the moment she hits it.
Yeah.
$45. She's down.
Is that halved? Because of fire resistance?
She's still down. As Vanden just screams,
Oh my god.
"Go back to where you came from!" and shoves her into the magma. There's a bubbling and a screeching in abyssal as the goo just spreads out across the magma. Bubbles. Chloe dies.
What happens to the ritual circle?
It's still glowing. You can see now, as you turn towards it, a huge gate has started to shimmer around it, like a glassy void, not yet open. The edge of it seemed to burn with abyssal fire, crackling with the same sort of heat as the volcano itself. It looks at the same time like a deep and endless window into the horrifying depths of the abyss, and barely existent at all, so thin that you could miss it entirely if you all weren't stood directly in front of it. Whatever it is, it doesn't seem to be finished. Vanden turns back to you, shaking, like burns across his clothing and his skin, just, "It's not over yet." Cassian, it's your turn.
200 plus. Straight roll because melee range, but also advantage because fairy fire on the fucking salamander.
Get it?
Or disadvantage because melee range, right?
Yes,
It's
but
hex.
advantage is fairy
so
fire.
straight.
I don't think either of these are going to hit. The highest one's a 14.
They don't, I'm afraid. They
He
blast
is,
past it.
he is like almost crying as he's just shaking.
Salamander will turn its attention on Astra. As you come out of this cloud of charm, it turns towards you and hits you with its first attack. 13.
Doesn't hit.
First attack misses. Second attack hits. So the tail swings round. You'll find yourself grappled as you take 9 points of bludgeoning damage and 4 points of fire, half down from 9. So 13 in total. The other method will, I guess, turn its attention on Vanden, who's right in front of him. And do you get the fire breath back? You do not. So just try and claw him and fail miserably. Astra, it's your turn.
Can the person holding me do a Wiz 14 save for me, please?
Ooh,
With Dissonant Whispers 2nd level.
that's a failure.
Nice.
46. My hand be right now. 14 damage or psychic.
It looks pretty rough.
And away it goes.
Yeah, has to let me go and retreat, I guess.
And
Yes.
Vanden, Cassian, and Sariel all get an opportunity attack.
At advantage.
An advantage because it's fairy fire.
16.
16 hits.
Cassian's far too shaken. That was a 1 and a 2.
Okay.
Vanden 2, that was under 10.
9 points of damage from her staff.
Nice. Okay, it's looking pretty rough now.
Cool. As it's released Astra, he's gonna turn on his heel and start like stalking across towards it and just unsheath his knife. And as he reaches the ritual circle, he's gonna like dig it down into the ground.
Start trying to break the runes.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, bonus action command. Oh no, I'll use my bonus action.
You did
as well.
Dissonant Whispers.
Yeah.
That would be an action. So on your next turn as an action you can get. Okay. Patrick will have disadvantage to hit the salamander but cancelled out. So just a straight roll with his gun. Bullet flies wide. He's like, come on! I know you four have this. Sariel.
Just gonna fling an ice knife at it. At advantage. Are you kidding me? 7.
Oh,
It was a 1 and a 2.
okay.
But then the ice knife explodes,
Yeah.
so it doesn't take the piercing damage, but
It
it
has to make a dex save.
yeah, make a dex save. Please.
That's 8.
So it'll take 2 d6s of cold damage. 10.
So 20.
Yes.
You see the frost creeping all over its body. It's still moving, but barely. One more hit, not even a strong one would do the job.
Come on.
In which case,
I need to do a concentration save, sorry.
that's fine. Just gonna
Yeah, I had a 17, so it's
run around towards it. Vanden just runs around. He will take an opportunity attack from the method, which he gets
wow.
5. And he will empower himself by casting bonus action Zephyr Strike and swing his first attack on it at advantage. And as he does, he's going to add precision attack with his last combat dice to add a d8 plus a d8 of Zephyr Strike. And he just drives the sword up through it and shreds it down, and the fire elemental just disperses. For his bonus for his second attack, he'll use the extra movement afforded to him by Zephyr Strike to move out the way so he doesn't hit Sariel and Cassian, and just hurl the javelin towards the last mephit. Okay, and as he does, he's going to scream out the command word and unleash the lightning damage as well.
Yes!
5d6s.
Just tiny method, just like, ah!
It's my own!
You're coming to my house!
Oh yeah. The javelin turns into a bolt of lightning as he throws it, and it just flies past you, and I'll say it just takes the mephit, like carries it out over the Magmalate, and it just explodes. The javelin like sticks into one of the rocks at the other side. He's like, you did it! He's sort of collapsed onto his knees.
Yeah, Cassian's already like on the ground.
Okay.
What is this thing?
No idea!
Astra's not asking questions, he's just like chipping and scraping away at whatever it is, like the glowing runes.
Yes, Sarah will do the same, just cantrips at it.
Vanden pulls himself up to his feet and walks towards it, and all of you can see inside of it. You're left staring into this gate, as though peering through a curtain of water, incomplete and yet so close to being open. Inside, you can see towering black stone walls. Must be the abyss. Bursts of green gas erupting from swampy ground. Shadowy shapes of bat-like creatures flying somewhere up in the air. And you cannot ignore the looming figure approaching the other side. A 12-foot humanoid with a powerful aura of darkness that envelopes its grotesque form. Deep red skin wrapped in glaring flames. A pair of massive bat-like wings carrying it towards the portal. It has fangs that drip with what must be venom, and terrifying foot-long claws. Even through the blurry void of the gate, strikes fear into your hearts. Its eyes glow in the darkness, each of you feeling as though it was staring right into your soul. As you scratch away at the runes on the floor, the gate crackles and flickers, starts to fade. The huge creature brings up its whip. You can see now stretches out 10 feet long, a lash of fire, and cracks it towards the portal. A splinter starts to form across the watery visage, and then falls. The gate fades to nothing. Stillness falls in the volcano.
Astra's just gonna turn around and just start casting like low-level healing words on you, but on your.
We need to get out of here! There may not be any more of them, but the heat's gonna ruin us.
Yeah.
Cassian?
He's a little bit unresponsive right now.
Okay, she's gonna like grab him and like drag him upright. Cassian, I need you to move!
Come on, we're gonna get out of here. He taps you, you're gonna get 13 hit points back.
Damn.
On a cure wounds level 2, and then 10 healing points back for you. And then 11 hit points back for Sariel.
Oh, thanks.
On 2 first level cure wounds.
Cool.
Or, yeah.
Sarah's gonna, as she's dragging Cassian upright, cast cure wounds on him as well and give him 7 hit points back.
Vanden drags himself over towards the stone bridge. You see his body shaking. And for the first time, he pushes his wings open a second time. You see they don't glow this time like they normally do. No radiant energy, just these broad white wings. He turns around and he offers a hand,
Cassian takes it first.
and he will just grip your arm and take off and fly back over to the other platform, and then fly back and reach out again. Take your arm and fly you over, and then
Astra will just be walking across while you're doing that to save your energy.
he comes down and he just grabs you. He doesn't give you a chance, and he flies you over. And you see the stone bridge is cracking and quivering over the magma but the river of magma itself just seems to settle into peace. Let's get out of here.
Yes. We did what we could. Patrick, come on!
Patrick runs up to the group. He's like, "Come on, I'm fine. Let's just go." And just encourages all of you back towards the tunnel. Vanden lights up his coat with the light spell and leads you back through the darkness. The volcano settles. No more rumbling. So you make your way up through the tunnels, limping half an hour onwards towards the light. You get to the top and you see that the sun is just setting now, leaving you in total darkness on this volcano. The town is quiet as you move down towards it, completely devoid of life as everyone evacuates.
Looking back up towards the volcano top itself, is there any
There's no
smoke or
more
anything? And nudged the closest person to me, just like, it seems that what might have been what was causing all the ruckus.
Did it?
We can't make it back like this.
We need to rest. You two especially.
Patrick's like, "I'm sure they won't mind us using one of their houses." He just tries a few door handles and then just knocks one open. Come on, shelter inside.
I'll take watch.
I'll take a second.
Sure, you rest. I'll take watch. I'm fine. Vanden's just gonna grab at Cassian's arm lightly, just sort of trail ahead,
He's really quiet.
leads him in to whatever soft space they find inside, probably a bed somewhere. He's just like, "Lie down,"
He does.
and just collapses down onto the bed next to him. And he'll fall asleep within seconds. So you can watch, but there's no trouble. There's no sounds during the night. It's unnervingly still. You expect from all of the wildlife around also fleeing from the tremors of the volcano.
Does it feel like there's definitely less like elementals in the area as there were the night before as well?
You don't see anything. The morning comes around. You've had a long rest. You feel your energy is recovered. And as everyone's sort of packing up and preparing to walk back to the town, Niles comes running up the path. It's like, "Oh, thank God. We saw that the volcano had stopped, but we didn't want to travel through the night."
Are you all alright?
"We're fine." He's gonna run and hug you, Astra.
Hug back.
Give you a kiss on the cheek, and it's like, "Okay."
Where did you come from the town?
No, we didn't even make it all the way back there. But
Did you find your friend?
yes, everything's fine. Everybody's safe.
Let's head on back then. We need to speak with the governor.
Okay. Unless there's anyone doing anything, I will say that you just travelled the 2 days back towards the town. A sort of numbness falling over everyone in the wake of what you've just been through. When you arrive back in Puerto Arcoris, you see that people are in better spirits, but there's no celebrations as such, as they said there might be when everything was settled. You see locals cleaning up, sweeping broken wood and debris from the market square, loading it into wheelbarrows to be taken away. A couple of people raising a market awning back upright, 2 more tying off guy lines to secure it. You walk through the town towards the path up to where the governor lives, and you see residential areas of the town that have evidently suffered the brunt of the fires, people working to secure houses and quell the last of the flames. Among them you see Zarif, hands held out, an arcane shimmer leaving his fingers as he puts out embers on one bit of somebody's house, and you see him sort of mending something else on another. As you walk through, you glance down the main street to the waterfront. You see a small gathering of people sitting together, away from the worst of it. In the streets you see clerics from the Temple of Moran hurrying around people, knocking on houses and bringing people parcels of food and the like. Before you can make it up towards the fort, you see a crowd at the bottom of the hill. The crowd is excited at first, but then a hush falls over all of them and they start to part. As when you first arrived in Cassian, you see a palanquin supported on the shoulders of 4 strapping figures, carried with great renown through the streets. Sat on it now, on an adorned and cushioned seat under the awning of light silks, you see Neva, Nell's small 8-year-old sister, sitting and smiling down at the crowd. She's dressed in a beautifully decorated white dress, a ceremonial circlet of green volcanic crystals on her head, with white flowers tucked into her curled dark hair. She waves and laughs down at the crowd as they move through it. The crowd delight in this, and the excitement glows back from their faces as much as it does from hers. They hold her hands up to her and she reaches for them, her little fingers brushing theirs to much merriment and jubilation. This procession moves through the streets, and the group of you have to sit aside. She waves down wildly at her brother, who's like, "I love you!" And then she turns towards the group of you and just gives like a very wizened smile and bow of her head. And you see something pass over her face, almost as if it's not the little girl anymore. She smiles, a grateful smile. And then that seems to pass over her, and she turns back to the crowds. The governor comes down afterwards. And when the guard locate you, you're moved into the governor's office in the town. He takes you to a table and some seats in there, and he sits you down, and he's like, "There is nothing I can say to thank you enough for what you've done for Cassian. But you will be known here as our saviors. I don't quite know what to tell the people, but he will hear out your story."
I was going to say we tell him all about the demon that was opening a portal,
Yeah.
and that's what was like upsetting everything.
As you tell him, you see his face crestfallen, but relieved. He looks over the 4 of you. Well then, it seems not even my thanks are enough. That could have been the end of Cassian.
Just grateful it wasn't.
It's no use thinking about the what ifs and just think about the fact that it isn't. Now that bad stuff actually happened. Just move forward, rebuilding.
Yes. Well, it's the least I can do to pay for your ship repairs, your stay here.
Thank you very much.
And I know it's not much, but you'll push forward a pouch, like 4 pouches of 50 gold each.
Nice.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
And there's only one of these, but it's got 4 glasses worth. He reaches down and he pulls out a large and sparkling bottle from Wild Magic Winery.
Yeah.
He pushes it over. It doesn't have a label.
Do we recognise it from where we went there?
No.
Oh!
What is it?
A new one from the winery. They call this one Hero's Nectar. Brewed it up especially for you. As I understand it, a glass worth. Put you under the effects of the spell known as Hero's Feast.
That's sick!
Oh, that's fucking dope!
It's going to be consumed all at once. It can't be recorked.
Okay.
It boosts morale for the first hour of consumption, so should you find yourselves dealing with some worldly threat again, and passes it across.
That's very generous, thank you.
It's the least we could do. I wish we could do more. for our saviors. May I ask, do you call yourselves anything?
The Dawnbringers.
A fitting name. I'll make sure all the people of Cassian know.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
He turns to Vanden and he says, Warden, I have, in the time you've been away, learned who you are. And I think it's needless to say that you have an ally here. All of you.
Thank you.
Please make the most of your remaining days here as they repair your ship. Should be maybe tomorrow evening or the day after. Relax. And don't raise another weapon.
That would be nice.
He lets you go. And the four of you can make your way back to Dragon Tree House.
At the time, the hotel.
Let's say you pass the morning probably resting. And in the afternoon you can all slip down to the baths.
Yes.
Once you're in the water, and it's just like, I nearly died.
You did.
We should start a club.
I think I'm outdoing you. I think that's the 4th time in my life now.
Well, I for one think it shouldn't be a competition. So maybe you should chill out on that one.
I don't know whether you noticed, coming back into town, the storm has cleared up.
Should be smooth sailing.
I don't know whether that was her or it. I don't know what to call that thing.
Do you think we were supposed to come here? That storm led us here, and then I don't know if any of you saw it, but Miles' sister had a look on her face. It didn't look like her.
I saw it too.
Do you think we were brought here because of what was happening?
Maybe. Fate works in funny ways. Sariel looks at Cassian and sort of whispers to him, "Are you alright? You've been very quiet."
He just kind of shrugs and whispers back, I'll see how I feel when I'm back on the water.
I'm always here for you.
Appreciate it.
You pass the rest of your time at Dragon Tree House in relative luxury. Spirits might not be high, but it's hard not to feel the infectious energy of people starting to get hope again as they put on their tentative celebrations to celebrate the new idol being chosen.
I'll go and perform the music in the tavern a few times for coin. Coin.
Niles watches every time you do.
This time Cassian will go like diving for pearls or something out on the coast just to like
Nice.
zone out for a
There
bit.
absolutely is time.
Oh my god, how many pearls do I get?
Roll a d10.
How many money do I get?
2. Roll a performance check at advantage for multiple nights.
And I add my proficiency bonus, don't I, because of...
Because you're playing with an instrument, yes.
Oh yes, 6 on the die, so 12, 13, 14, 15.
15. Okay. You make 25 gold.
Sick.
People are obviously pouring more money into repairs on the island, but they still want to throw some gold down for one of their saviours. The attitude of the people when they see you in the streets is sort of wanting to come up to you and shake your hands and thank you for what you've done for the island. A couple of days pass and the Reveller is completely repaired. Your friends, the crew of the ship, catch you during those days and let you know how excited and glad they are that you're okay. And then 2 more days later, you board the Reveller once more. About 24 people gather at the dock to wave you off as the Reveller pulls out of Puerto Arcoris. Heads out into open ocean once more, on smooth and peaceful seas.
When they're out a little bit, Cassian just kind of calls you all over to part of the ship where, like, no one else is really around. Having been very solitary and quiet the past few days. You all willing to hear me out for a bit?
Of course.
Always.
Of course.
What do you want to talk about?
That was the first time I've been down in a fight where I really thought I wasn't going to get back up again. And I thought you weren't going to get back up again either. And I'm very grateful to all 3 of you for who you are and what you do. So, I think it's time I give you some answers. I think it's time I should tell you everything I know about why we need to go south.
That is where we'll end tonight.
Oh my god! Ocean Man, give us your secrets. give us secrets.
Oh my god!
Thank you so much for DMing.
Thank you guys so much for playing. Thank you for watching Eye of the Storm, the 2nd chapter of the Rising Dawn. We hope it was as stressful for you as it was for us. You can join us again in 2 weeks' time. We're going to have 2 weeks of Delphos, and you can join us again for the 3rd chapter of the Rising Dawn, the Sunken Soprano. Until then, I'm R, we are nyxrising, and we love you.
We love you.
We'll see you on Wednesday.
Basket of big boys.
They are all in the way. They are big boys, and they're in the way.
Hello again, it's Cassian. Thank you for seeing us through the finale of Eye of the Storm. Join us next week for part 1 of a very special 2-parter of Winds of Fortune. The Sleeping Keep will follow the adventures of Damianos Thalassi after departing from Ventures Fortunae. Don't forget you can support us at patreon.com/nyxrising or check out our Teespring store for merchandise for both shows. And special thank yous as always to our executive producers, Liam Moran, Mason Scott, Meghan Charles, Adira A, Emily Hogarth, Jameson M, Lissa, Katelyn Ferguson, and Alexandra Johnson. Until next time, know that you can weather any storm, and we'll see you on Wednesday.